We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stutter and Craig. No, you don't get the 96-ounce Coke Zeros Labs.
Yo, my androids, what's up?
And straight from the hood, Phoenix.
It's really enjoyable as an adult male to shit your pants.
And now, broadcasting from our homes around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers. Welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and most importantly, SideScrollersPlus.com. Good to see everybody. Happy Friday. Finish strong Friday. Here we go, man. I'm excited for today. We have a wonderful lineup of guests, and the topics are superb. Good to see everybody. Hello, Blabs.
Hi, everybody. Oh, I'd like to be in. There you go. Hi, everybody. I was like, wait a minute. Hi, how's it going?
Yeah, man, if I was any happier, I would be tickled pink.
How's June? I didn't ask yet.
June's good. She's getting
I didn't
big.
get my updates. I'm kind of disappointed in you.
You want me to get June?
Yeah.
She's sleeping. Sorry, I can't. Yeah. it's
Oh,
not
can you
fun.
get her later? It's
Sure,
Friday.
yeah.
You gotta show the dog on Friday, you know? But like, nah.
Friday Dog Day?
Yeah.
She's getting big. I'm telling you. It's
Soon
it's
it'll be
awesome.
dog cam.
Yeah, actually, I do think that we'll eventually get to dog cam here. And once again, I said this before. There's a no shock guarantee on our show.
You should just buy a shock collar and then just leave it, but like don't put it on anybody. Or if you want to shock yourself, that's whatever, your consent. But like just have it there and be like $5 for shock collar. You just zip, and that's it.
$5
You just
for
shock
a
the air.
dog. Oh well, no. I was thinking, what if we did?
Or you can get a giant stand-out of Hassan Piker, like a cardboard one, and you put it around a cardboard.
Yeah.
shock
That's
Hassan.
that's not psycho at all. But I do like the idea of taking a page out of the Tim Pool playbook where he had his chicken place.
Oh no, my StreamYard's crashed. I don't know if anyone can hear me anymore. Hello, world? Oh no. What? My dad?
I see you fine. He crashed.
Am I dead?
He crashed.
Oh. Craig is gone. Okay, so here's the thing, chat. I'm gonna remove him. And you know what? I'm gonna bring Sini in. Sini, are you good?
I'm muted.
How about now? You good now?
I'm good. Yeah, no, that was me. I muted myself.
Oh, okay. So here's the thing. When we went live, StreamYard's glitched out on me twice in that intro, so I actually didn't hear the intro at all. So I'm like, oh my god, it happened again, where it just crashed out. So anyway, Craig just texted everyone saying BRB. What the fuck? Lovely. Anyway, so I don't know. Anyway, Craig crashed. Yeah, I just see the private chat now. Shout out. Okay, I guess I'm running the show. Anyway, hi Sini, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you, Blabs?
I'm doing great. You know who else is great? Phoenix, you good to come in? Hello.
Hello there. Wow, this lighting is awkward. Hold on, let me fix that. Yeah.
You're like in like some bar, some dimly lit bar or something.
We'll figure
You
this
went
out.
from surface of the sun to like the
Yeah.
deepest depths of hell.
Yeah.
Yep. Reporting live from a dungeon. How is everybody?
Well, apparently I'm not dead, so I'm fine. Because I literally thought everything crashed. I'm like, not again. Because on yesterday's stream, my entire PC just crashed. And I was like, hello, is anybody there? So, oh, hey, Craig, you back?
What the hell?
I don't know.
Like
You were talking
what do
about Hassan Piker, and then you got removed. I guess you're not allowed to.
Yes, unreasonable. No, what I was saying was before I got rudely interrupted by the internet for some reason. Like once again, please let me know if anybody in our wonderful audience at any time just has their internet just shut off randomly once a day to their PC. Only one
What if
device.
somebody's messing with you?
You know what? It's because you didn't show June. The internet just rebelled.
Good point.
I agree.
You cracked
Yeah.
the case.
Thank you, Sini. Appreciate that. What I was getting to
Detective
was
Sini.
I was thinking about taking a page out of the Tim Pool playbook, and maybe we have like a
Chicken City.
A June City.
June
Yes,
City.
Chicken City.
Or
Yes, we have
chicken
June
sandwich.
City, and people can give her treats. Like they
June
did
No,
on
you're gonna get
USA,
the
I love
dog
it.
fat. That's a terrible
Yeah.
idea.
You will get her fat.
Yeah.
So be a big fat puppy dog.
I won't
It'll be
let
good.
you.
Chunky.
No. All right. Well, look, Sini, great to see you. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great time last night.
Oh, I had
Super
so
fun
much
time.
fun.
We all did. It was wonderful. We're talking about VTuber Chaos 2, which happened last night. Available everywhere for free. How cool was that? And everyone tuned in. We had great viewership throughout the night on all platforms. We had lots of people showing up over on Kick and on Twitch and on Rumble. Even over on Side Scrollers Plus, which is just great. So we encourage you guys to go back and watch that. Available everywhere but YouTube. And I'm honestly glad we didn't. We weren't on YouTube because...
Boy, Craig, I'll tell you, the real show was the show that I couldn't show from all the audience suggestions.
Those words.
Yeah. That was probably a good reason for that. So thank you to everyone. Like anytime you have audience interaction and some of the things that were being spewed onto the screen is like, okay, we're going to peel back a little bit on that. Someone who I am sure was contributing last night to putting all sorts of profane language on our screen. I'd like to welcome a brand new guest to our show, at least first time I've been with this wonderful gentleman. The sultry sounds of Lord Rexworth. Hello.
Hello, and I have just one word in summation and in greetings to all of you. Slurs.
All right. I'm going to be very honest. When we met just a brief few minutes ago, and I said hello to you, I was like, "This guy's AI," because your voice is so wonderful.
Craig's
so
afraid
pure.
of being seduced by Lord Rexworth right there.
That's why I'm going to move slowly away from him.
Lord
at Beyond
Rexworth
Whims.
redeemed hydrate. Drink up, bitches. Keck W.
Oh my God! It's like
Wow.
that's spectacular. Rex, will you read every single one of our donations forever, please?
Sure, why not?
All right, let's
Rex's
go.
text-to-speech.
I am nothing if not accommodating.
All right. Well, look, big show today. A couple great guests. Very excited to have you guys on. We have some big news coming down in the world of streaming, as well as an update from last night. If you guys did tune in to the show last night, Sini's going to be very excited to know that I can confirm a contest is happening up in Michigan, which is good. Yes. Yeah. We got some lawsuit stuff, and Elon Musk gave an interview, a rare interview, to which it was a masterclass in exposing just how insane the media is. And we're going to get to that. And he tackled the issue of, quote, being far right. And it was wonderful in how he did that. We got a little bit of movie talk. And, of course, being the number one video game and entertainment podcast on God's Green Earth, we got some hardcore video game news today. So lots of good things happening on our show today. Another reminder, if you missed, we had a major announcement yesterday. I would say not a major announcement, but a big announcement yesterday for a major event. It's Sin City, happening September 25th. That's Friday, 2 months from now, happening in Las Vegas. We're taking it over with, obviously, myself, Blabs Phoenix, Arch coming all the way over from Norway, Jake coming all the way over from the other side of the world, and Tectone all in the same place in Las Vegas. So if you'd like to join us, tickets will go on sale next Monday. But if you're a member of Side Scrollers Plus, guess what? You get first dibs. So those will go on sale next Friday, a week from today, for Side Scrollers Plus members. And if they sell out with Side Scrollers Plus members, they never reach general admission. But I think that there'll be some available for general admission. So with that said, it's a small venue, very small, and it's done that way on purpose. This is just meant to be test things out and see how it goes and put on as good a show as we possibly can. September 25th in Las Vegas. Hopefully you guys can join us there. It'll be a great time.
I have a
No,
smart
I've never
man,
been to
assemble.
Vegas.
Oh, whoa. Few things in there. Hold on.
Yeah, wow, a lot happened at that exact second.
Yeah. I'm sorry, real quick. Phoenix, we'll get to you.
Yes.
Back up here, Blabs. What?
I've never been to Vegas before.
You just bought yourself a couple extra days in Vegas because
Wow.
we are going. We're going to go get there early. I think we're going to. You know what? We could hypothetically, Blabs,
Do the show from Vegas for the week or something.
entire week. The
I'm
entire
in.
week. Because our friends over at the Salty Nerd Podcast, they have a studio in Vegas. I'm just saying, what if we spent a week in Vegas, Blabs?
Hey, I'm in. I've never been. That almost rhymes, huh?
Yeah, I think you'd be really exhausted by like Tuesday.
Well, you don't have to kill me. How about that?
Now, Vegas is great for like 24 to 48 hours. Like really, if you go
Yeah,
for like a week,
I'm not a big casino person. Like I literally was in Australia once, and I went and put like money in the slot, and I was like, and I lost immediately, and I was like, that was it. Like, why the fuck do people do this? And I'd rather go buy Harry Potter stuff. So
that's the problem, Blabs, is that when you win, you can then use that money to buy more Harry Potter stuff.
yeah,
That's a good point.
I could just go and buy the Harry Potter stuff and not risk losing all my money.
No, Blabs. It's the thrill. You put down like $10, and that $10 quickly turns into $25.
I'd rather do. You know what? Auctions are more thrilling to me. Auctions are where it's at.
Watch we awaken like a sleeping giant. She's a crazy gambler. She's like putting on her
Pay
house.
out.
Just
Yeah.
all right, come on. There's my car. Give me something sweet, daddy. Come on.
All ends
Give
with
her
all
some
of
alcohol.
you in a convertible car, just racing out of Vegas with the mafia in hot pursuit.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I love that. Love that.
Boy,
I'm
those
sorry.
Plus members really got some value in that week. Wow, that was a high-speed chase and everything.
Phoenix, you were going to say, I'm sorry?
I was going to say that I have a small request that maybe we can have a lovely goth face painter at the event that way everyone in the audience can look like Jake. I
Oh
think
my
that would be
God.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
And we listen to
Yeah.
nothing but The Cure and like it's in the darkened candles. Let's do it.
I love that.
Me too.
I feel like that's a good investment.
Write that
Blabs
down.
is still gambling in the corner, still just hitting that slot.
Yeah. Write that down, Craig. Get face painter.
Get a face painter. Sounds good. Blabs,
Yeah.
I just thought you'd be the face painter.
Ooh. I mean, you've seen my drawing skills, right? Everybody doesn't get any better than that. So sure,
That's
I'm
exactly
in.
why. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
exactly why.
Can you
All
be
right.
the first one?
To do my face paint?
Yeah.
I ain't let you touch shit.
Just like
Think
draw
of
a
the
giant
clicks,
dick
Craig,
on your
the
face.
likes.
Right. I need to get the contacts like Jake has over there and make my eyes all weird, crazy like. Well, anyways, very much looking forward to that. That is about 2 months from now. Perfectly lined up. Yes, 2 months and a day. So in 60-something days, we're going to be in Las Vegas, baby. So join us there. I think we have a total of 200 seats available. So it's a small venue. And I was talking to Jake yesterday, and he literally said, his audience says they're going to buy the most tickets. So
Oh,
I think that's what it
nice.
is. The
Challenge
has been thrown
accepted.
out. That's right. That's right. All right. So lots of good things happening today. We do not have a single showdown today because we want to let you know about Sin City. But we will, I can put a little Montez goal up. You think we should have a Montez goal, Phoenix?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Let's
Thanks, Blabs.
maybe do it's a Friday. Maybe we do the ultimate solution version there, the Great Reset.
The Great Reset Ultimate Solution version.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a long title.
Sini perked up for that. She's like, "Oh,
Let's
the
really
final
finish
solution."
strong for this chat. Come on.
All right, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do 50 super chats of any value, okay? And that'll be the ultimate. We'll do that for Ultimate Montez today, okay? All right, well, guys, regardless of whether you're just tuning in, saying hello, hitting the thumbs up button, or supporting with super chats, recognitions, or Rumble rants, we appreciate you guys being here. Lots to talk about. But right off the bat, Godzilla Greaser came in with $5. Says, happy 55th anniversary to Godzilla versus, what is that, Hedorah? Hedorah? A very dark entry within its environmentalist worst nightmare in Hedorah's The Smog Monster.
You want to hear
Right.
about dark entries and environmentalists? I dreamt an alligator was trying to bite my foot.
I had a dream a raptor had broken into my apartment.
See, it's not just me.
Yeah.
Why do
We're
women
having
keep
lizard-themed dreams these days. All right. I'm sensing a pattern here.
What is...
I have
Phoenix,
those
yeah.
dreams too, City. Thank
All
you.
these animal dreams with women.
I know. It's honestly, like, kind of...
Like Sini, I got to help you out here. Good news.
Yeah.
A raptor will never appear in your household. Like you're
Well,
set.
you know,
You
I
say
don't live in
that,
an
but you don't
apartment.
know.
So it works out. I live in a house, but like it was still a part of the dream.
I'm sure somebody can create that using Grok or ChatGPT.
DB
If
Wild,
somebody-
where you at, bro?
Yeah, DV,
Yeah.
get on it, please.
Yeah, maybe Keen. Ember Paradox is one.
Yeah, like the
we got
raptor's nail peeling back the curtain and looking in, and then we see Sini sleeping. Let's make that happen, please.
This has the potential to be a darker, scarier version of anything that you
Yeah.
find in like Morning Glory milking farms.
Oh, no.
It'd be a bestseller.
Well, I'm sure that'll happen very shortly. CG Hero came in with 10, says, sup, scrollers, finally back online after not having internet for the past month. Did I miss anything important? Are Xbox and PlayStation still in business? I'm sorry. You haven't had
Barely.
internet for a month?
You poor soul.
I know.
That must have been so nice.
I
His
think that's
sanity
amazing.
Must be, yeah, he's probably so sane. Watch it just plummet now. Yeah.
Like, I bet at first he was like, this is so awful. I don't know what's going on. And then a couple days later, he's like, peace and tranquility.
Right.
Yeah.
Just had
Oh,
a
wow.
detox.
Just
Well,
please
Superhero-
don't go vegan.
No.
Don't
Apparently,
do that.
chefs are getting tired of having to cook for that lot. So yeah.
Good.
Oh my gosh, yay.
Well, that's good because I'm getting tired of hearing about that lot. So
I
that's
know, right?
Just keep giving them the plastic
Agreed.
and maybe they'll die off. I don't know.
CG Hero, to answer your question, did you miss anything? No, you didn't. Freedom Fries came in with $20 just because.
What?
Muted.
Yeah,
My microphone got unplugged when I hit the table.
I thought it was another crash. I'm like, oh, man.
No. Freedom Fries, thank you so much. That's incredibly generous. Look at this. We have Jess Made says, ara. Perfect. Sound like
They
a
want some fan service. All right, I'll give it to
damn
you.
seal.
Udda.
That's so wild, bro.
Wow.
It's a live redeem whenever I stream.
I love that I sound like a seal and you sound like you're about to read a sexual novel, which is good. Verbose came in and says, happy birthday, Phoenix. Glad HR
you.
didn't kill Craig. I got educated last night along with all you wonderful new meanings to words. Greetings, Lord. Good to see you on. Hail the Dragon Queen.
Hail, verbose.
Verbose, by the way, I did see 2 of your direct donations last night, and thank you for letting me know that the code is no longer valid over for Rumble Wallet, and that is because we've had 500 of you redeem, which means we have reached the max on that.
Let's
But
go.
that's spectacular. So thank you guys very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
With that said, we're going to be talking Rumble Wallet a little bit later on. Wes came in with 10, says, Craig, Shadow
Wait, before
Complex.
you have it, have Rex read this, please, in his TTS voice. Thank you.
Okay, good.
All right. At Westfall22 sent a $10 tip. Craig, Shadow Complex 360 version is playable on new Xbox consoles. A remaster release PC in 2015, 11 years ago, along with PS4, Xbox One remaster in 2016, 10 years ago. So you saying the game isn't accessible is not true.
Thank you. I reread it, like I pre-screened it. I was like, that's autistic. He needs to read this.
Well,
Thank you, West.
I'd say
I will
Wes,
be your
but
official Tism Wrangler.
that's unbelievably spectacular. And I felt like I was listening to I'm telling you, you are AI. You're not real. I don't believe Rex is real right now.
Craig,
What?
you need to hear him when he doesn't have the accent, because I was like begging him for like 2 weeks straight. And he sounds like a 1960s announcer. It's wild.
Well, how about you read this one with $50 from Shogun Zero?
Let's fucking go, mate. All right. At Shogun Zero, $50. Someone on the show mentioned that they miss the angry video game nerd. He's not dead,
Without the
guys.
accent, Rex.
He even made an appearance in the first Real Game Awards. Wait, what?
Without the accent.
Oh.
By the way, the Arby's and you're gonna do you sound like
Oh, that. Okay, you want me to do that? Okay. By the way, the Arby and the chief guy, John Graham, isn't dead either. Have y'all kept in contact recently?
Yes, we have kept in contact with John. And yes, James Rolfe is not dead either. But thank you so much, Shogun.
That was
We're going to put you on
awesome.
the wall.
It was.
Spectacular.
Hang
We're
on,
gonna
I
put
have
you on the
I have
wall
a
there.
Cine asset somewhere. If I
I'm
can
sure you
find
do.
her.
Yes,
Please hold.
frolic.
Yes, frolic indeed. Verbose also says, didn't know if you saw last night through the direct donation, but your code doesn't work. Yes, we did see that. We will get that squared away very, very soon. Suffer So Proud came in and says, I'm excited about the meetup. Can my 2 teenage boys attend too? And will Mama Desire be there too? I mean, Lady
That's
Desiree.
Desiree.
Yeah, I know. Lady Desiree, well, she's not planned to be there, but there will be special guests at the event that are not announced. So whether it be in person and or virtually. So, and can your kids come? Yeah. Don't see why not. I mean, there will be language. So
I mean, it is Vegas as well.
I mean,
Right.
I would probably say
it's probably nothing I haven't
no.
heard before.
Yeah. And Silo Full of Podcasts came in and says, in the casino, the character Robert De Niro played actually survived the explosion in real life because that year Cadillac Eldorado has a solid cast iron plate on the driver's side.
Brilliant
You know
movie.
it. Thank you for that.
I feel like we should
Actually-
watch Casino leading up to it and or Showgirls. Please, Showgirls. Thank you. That's
Do you
my
want to see
request.
Elizabeth Berkley's boobies?
It's the greatest film of all time. Have you ever seen it?
I think we all want to.
I'm
see
sorry.
that, yeah.
Better than what your thumbnail was made today. By the way, did you notice your thumbnail today?
I sure have, Craig. And I appreciate it greatly.
Better than Fast and Furious?
No, never. But it's
Oh,
a
okay.
terrible movie. It's a great bad movie. It's like a really fun bad movie.
Okay. Then yeah, absolutely. Why could we not watch that? That's ridiculous, of course. Dr. T. S. King says Sini was waiting for that dino DNA. it's DNA. Star Fox 2026 has sold well, and that is the only news that happened in the last month. Give me a manya. And a new Ocarina of Time remake has me bricked up. That's right. We did mention, yes, there's been an Ocarina of Time remake announced. We don't know anything about it. So, and Carmack came in and says, Cindy just outed herself as having romanticy. Is this a word? I never heard of this. Romanticy brain. Blabs, not sure if you caught my rant yesterday, but Steward of the Loading Crew Crafts did try to reach out to you. Welcome, normal man.
I will
Chad.
be looking at all my message requests in due time. Thank you.
All
As a
right.
correction, it was a nightmare. Thank you. I was terrified.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't
we'll
think
see.
getting attacked by a raptor is a dream.
Well, it
exactly
depends on how you-
romantic, is it?
Depends what you mean by attacked.
Oh no, not that
Just
kind.
There
saying.
you go.
Oh, James came in with 5. Says, does one need to plan a weekend around you guys in Vegas, or will the entire experience be one night? You initially had one day planned for the Real Game Awards, but then decided the next day to meet up at an arcade. Yeah. So, good question. This is all meant to be around like 3 hours. Like the doors are gonna open at 6:30. The event starts around 7. We'll go to 9, and then we'll, for like the VIP tickets, we'll have a meet and greet afterwards. So, yeah. Phantom, thank you so much for coming. Just a man, a member over on YouTube. Really appreciate that. All right, we will get to the rest of your super chats, direct donations, and Rumble rants throughout the duration of the show. We really appreciate you guys popping in. Should be a fun one today. Let's get into it. We have a lot of news to talk about. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News.
Hard news.
Sini, last night we learned about an amazing competition that was rumored to take place. Would you like to fill everybody in on what this tournament was?
Michigan has a butthole competition, and
Yes.
that was news to me.
You are
It's
correct.
a butt time. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Thank you.
Love it.
Thank you.
I wanted to preface this before we got started with Rex. I said, Rex, your voice is way too classy for our show. And I just thought to myself that Rex is classing up the joint over here while we're trying to bring it back down.
Someone's got to throw some class into all these Timmies who watch wrestling in undershorts.
God, I tell you what, we are the epitome of whatever you just said. Yes, I don't even know what that was, but I'll say this. I can confirm that there was, in fact, a prettiest butthole competition in Michigan. This took place in 2025, and I can also confirm that this has taken place in 2026.
Would you show your butthole for $2,000 if the
I'm sorry. There's a lot of ladies online who would do that for $5.
Just take a
but-
trip off 8th Avenue in any town USA. I'm sure you'll find someone.
That's like, well, yeah, I think there's a lot of ladies who would do that and for a lot less.
The answer is yes, we need to talk. The grand prize for winning the 2025 Prettiest Butthole in Michigan
Oh my
competition
gosh.
is $2,000. Think of
That's
all the
it?
shit you can do with your prize money, bitch.
Chicken
So let's
feed.
see that Saginaw shit star, Lansing Leaky Loafer, Kalamazoo Krusty Crater, or a Detroit diseased donut, bitch. Start stretching spokes and taking notes as I will be your anal ambassador for the world's largest ass pageant.
Oh,
Follow
please
this
no.
account for all things related to the 2025 Prettiest Butthole in Michigan competition, because guys, the butthole industry is volatile at its strongest moment. We'll see you May 17th at Brown Zero.
There's medication
Deja
for
Vu
that.
Showgirls
This guy is on fire with the puns. This is spectacular.
in Lansing, Michigan for the world's largest ass pageant, booty bash, whatever the fuck you want to call
my
it, the
gosh.
Prettiest Butthole in Michigan competition.
This upsets me greatly because
wow.
an ongoing phrase that I use on my streams is bongo booty. And now I'm not going to be able to think of it the same way.
Hmm. Well, this does take place at a place in Michigan called Deja Vu Showgirls. And this is I'm not going to scroll down at all on their X page, but I will say this is the #1 strip club in Lansing right here. Now, yesterday, if you recall, Phoenix, there was
low
yeah, in Lansing, Michigan, right? I agree.
It's a really
It's
low bar, mate.
We're the #1 in all of Lansing, Michigan. There's like 3 of them, and they're all owned by the same guy. Yesterday, Phoenix, if you recall, there was a brand new sport sweeping across Denver. Do you remember what that was called?
No, I'm blanking.
It was. It involved the queer people.
Oh yes, the bash. Yes.
That's
yes,
right.
yes.
That's right. That's right.
The old bash.
So
yeah.
The
I feel like-
backdoor bash?
No.
Ooh.
Well, maybe we can combine the two, and we have But yesterday we saw a
it's
sport.
bash that.
Yeah,
it's
Yeah.
that.
It's literally called, and it's run by trans people, Queer Bash. That's what it's called. Okay.
They missed an opportunity with
How
the
so?
backdoor bash.
Oh, the backdoor bash. Yeah. I do think that we are now finding events that we should be sponsoring here at Side Scrollers, like between that one and the event over here at Deja Vu, the world's prettiest butthole. Maybe we can find it in our budget to sponsor the 2027 variety of this, Phoenix.
This is free real estate. People are
I
still
love this idea. And when you think about it, we're just taking a page out of their playbook, which maybe we have this all wrong. Maybe we should just keep buying and sponsoring their events and then slowly corrupting it with like Christian values.
Right. And you go like, you say, as the sponsor of the event, we just can't get behind this. And then eventually it just becomes, instead of the butthole tournament, it's like they're playing Parcheesi or something like
Yes.
that, right? It's slow, or maybe they play checkers or some sort of board games with their clientele instead.
Yeah.
We
Exactly.
just like they want some of that corporate money, that sponsor money. You better play by the rules there, Deja Vu Showgirls Lansing. Just saying, it's
They're
ridiculous.
going to need it if they're going to give away more than $2,000.
Yeah, I hear you. All right. Well, anyways, Sini, congratulations. It is confirmed.
My gosh.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm not sure.
Well, we do have, if I can go from, this is such a horrible transition, and I'm going to try to do this as best I possibly can. If we can go from the back door to the front door, we will. Did you hear about what happened over on Twitch with the game Wardogs yesterday?
Oh,
Oh,
As
dear.
Wardogs had their first ever stream over on Twitch, and they promptly got banned. And the question is, for what? Well, a rogue flying dill flew across the screen. A bright yellow, phallically shaped object caused them to get suspended for 1 day. I don't even we're live on Twitch right now. I don't even know if we can even a legit question. I don't even know if we can even show this or not. But you can see the toss right there. There it is. I'm not going to show too much, but you can see him literally just throwing it, and that caused them to get banned temporarily for 1 day for showing that. Yes. So the bar has been raised. It is very high as far as the content over on Twitch, which I'd like to remind you, they got banned for throwing a phallic object. Another streamer has not been banned for shocking his dog.
Seriously, Dan Clancy, what the actual hell?
Yeah.
If he had just screamed "death to the infidel" when he threw that across, it would have been totally
It
great.
would have
Right?
It would have worked out just fine, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I do have footage of this, which, I don't know. Can we you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, before they get to the zoom in, I'll because I think it's the zoom in that got him, because you can't really tell what he's throwing here. This is what happened.
Right, you can have the penis.
These guys are.
I'm sorry, Sini, was that the raptor that was trying to climb into your door with this statement?
Right, you can have the penis.
I don't know if it had a British accent or not.
Okay, I wasn't quite sure.
It's
These
me.
guys are a bunch
I'm
of-
the raptor.
It's me. Oh my God. Oh, well, whatever. Okay, you kind of saw the clip. They go in and they rear back, and it throws the giant yellow phallic object across the screen. And now we have a 1 day ban over here. More fun on Twitch, huh? Am I right? I love it.
Man,
All right.
tell me about it, because I could have gotten in trouble on Twitch last night. Got a little too into Pal World.
Oh yeah.
I said toe gaff when I was like, get in the ball, and then
How'd that work out for you? Did you get banned?
No, I quickly ended the stream and then got rid of it.
Oh, you were like that kid yesterday who got the cops called on him yesterday,
Oh,
and
what?
he ran away. He was talking to the cops, and then he just ran away the opposite direction because he.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The nuisance streamer. I saw that.
Oh,
yes,
no.
yes, the nuisance streamer. All right, let's go and move on from front doors and back doors here to let you know that I have a story here for Blabs. Blabs, you excited for this one?
I'm afraid.
Okay.
Right,
What
for
is
this
it?
side window.
We go to Andrew Garfield here.
Oh, my favorite Spider-Man.
Is he?
He is
come
my
on.
favorite Spider-Man.
Well, let's see how he feels about this, because he started watching Harry Potter recently.
Oh yeah, this was in the news like 6 months ago. He's a wanker.
Oh, this is not new?
No.
Oh, well, let's talk about it like it's new.
So goddamn good.
What is this deal? What is the deal? Is this happen to anybody else but me? Is this just a me thing?
It's
Or
just
the-
a
Might
you
just be a
thing.
you thing, yeah.
I just don't understand it. I don't understand what's happening here. Everything is turned off except for this. That's it. Now we just sit here and we wait. But yes, Blabs. He does not want to support the JK Rowling.
Yeah, I think it's amazing because he doesn't even know what a woman is. So,
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
Yeah, that's where we're at. Is he still your favorite Spider-Man after that?
He is. Like, I can separate him and just be like, all right, there's Toby, there's Andrew, there's Tom. I think Tom's the weakest Spider-Man. But I think Andrew
Goddamn
actually...
good. And honestly, I hadn't watched the
He's
Harry
too
Potters
pretty.
until recently.
How'd you know?
No,
Maybe
and
that's why I like him so much.
he's really good in those
Okay.
Harry Potter movies. Those Harry Potter movies are really good.
They
I
are
really,
good.
I really like
yeah.
that. I really like-
Unexpected.
Yeah. I know it's like controversial. And like we
Unexpected?
shouldn't be,
What?
putting money in the pocket of inhumane legislation right now through she'll remain nameless. But
Yeah,
the
he
soul
literally
and
referenced
spirit
Voldemort as J.K.
of,
Rowling. It's amazing.
Yeah, and amazing.
Yeah,
And they
it's
go
just
on-
so disgusting too because like, oh, shockingly. What do you mean shockingly? Since 1997, most of the world has known that Harry Potter is successful. Shockingly, what? What are we doing?
It's only shocking because J.K. Rowling has said something that is considered a wrong thing.
I also like how he says legislation as if somehow she makes the law in the UK or something, which she doesn't. So it is,
Right.
he's all full of shit. He's always full of shit.
Well, I like the idea of going back to the time during Roman times where actors were thought of as the lowest form of humanity, you know, and like they're there at the end of the day, they're just clowns, you know, like you see a court jester. That's really all they are. A court jester, just on a larger scale.
They're going backwards, is what you're saying.
Oh, well, no, they think they're a lot smarter than they actually are, you know?
Yeah, but they're acting like clowns, so technically they're kind of going backwards.
Yeah, they try to use big words to make them sound intelligent, which they don't.
The multiple syllabled word is the biggest red flag for me when people use like words that have 4 and 5 syllables when unnecessarily, right? And I know that unnecessarily is also a 4 or 5 syllable word, but whatever. But when it's unnecessary to use just basic words and people want to use extra syllables, that's me going like, okay, pretentious asshole. You know, you're trying to be smart. You know, I think we've all kind of seen that and experienced that before in
Don't
life.
you wish like one of these interviewers would be like all of a sudden like, oh, well, since we're talking about geopolitical, and they just start going into hard facts, like, what do you think about this, this, and this, and like really test them with things beyond a headline and watch them fucking melt and how fast that PR rep grabs them out immediately. Because you'll find out real quick they have no idea what they're talking about. No idea.
Yes, of course. Zero idea. 100% zero idea.
So much of
like
this
to
is
see
just the virtue signaling is just translated. I need work. That's all it is.
Please hire me. I'm one of the good guys. I'm one of the good guys, guys. I think what you think over here. That's right. All right, well, let's go ahead and move on. Before I want to get to this Elon Musk interview very, very badly because this is spectacular. But first, Yeti came in and says, "Great. Now I'm going to remember the fact that every time I refill my welding supplies, Nick Shirley needs to hurry up and get here." You talking about up in Michigan? Yeah. Thank you, Yeti. Appreciate your support. West also came in and says, why not host the event in Macau, China? It's Chinese Vegas, but better because you don't have to deal with undesirable homeless and others. Also, far cleaner than Vegas.
And no
West,
resort
here's
fees.
Yeah, you're good point. But we're not doing it at a resort, so that's a big part of this. Our audience in Macau, China, is not great. So it wouldn't make
Good luck trying to get that out of the Great Firewall.
We're going to China together. Good luck getting Phoenix to step foot in China in the first place.
That's not happening, dog. Yeah. I can't listen to that fucking language for more than 1 second before I want to jump off a building. That's not happening.
Oh my god, I got a really fast story. I saw these Chinese people swimming yesterday and I had to record it. It was the weirdest fucking thing ever, dude. Like, I don't know what it is with the water for China, but like, Chinese people don't know how to swim.
You know what? That's funny because my stepmother is Taiwanese, and like, I didn't know that they cannot inherently swim or something because I shoved her into the pool trying to play, and yeah, I got my ass beat. I almost drowned her.
Is this a thing? I've never heard this before.
I have this on my phone. I didn't post it yet. I want to screen it, make sure there's no kids or whatever involved in it. But like, because I was at a pool. For context, there was lots of people there. There was this one woman, she had like a visor over her face, like she was in some fucking Akira show. Like, what are we doing? Then there was this other woman who looked like she was trying to do like a breaststroke, but she was trying to do like the butterfly instead. So she was doing like the back movements where she's about to do the butterfly, but she was flopping instead. It looked like she was drowning. Then her daughter is like gasping for air next to her every time she comes up. I'm like, oh my god, teach your child to swim. But then again, I realized you can't because this woman can't swim herself. Oh, I tell you, it was an adventure.
Well, all I know, Blabs, is that when I looked on YouTube right now and I searched Chinese people trying to swim, I got the gold medal here from the People Republics of China here, them doing artistic swimming. So I don't know what you're talking about, Blabs.
Yeah. They're pretty good with the summer sports, China. So.
Well,
listen. Once in a while, you'll get Jamaicans who know how to bobsled, Craig, but the vast majority do not know.
Yeah. What Phoenix said.
Good running, man.
My lucky egg.
All right. Well,
I'm sorry, Sini. I stepped on you there.
I don't even remember. Now all I can think of is whatever's wrong with you is no little thing.
Jal Doom came in and says, I explained to Sini last night that I was thankful for y'all to introducing me to based VTubers. 10 for Sini's BRB screen. What's that? What's going on with that, Sini? Is it wonderful?
My BRB screen?
Yeah.
Would you like to see it? Oh.
Sure. Do you have it pulled up?
Well, yeah, hold on 1 second. Let me
Okay.
It is on the side here and I can read. Oh shit. You
That's
know
okay.
what?
Take your time.
There we go.
Only if it includes a raptor. Oh, there we go. Okay. Look at that.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Stuff like
Thank you,
that.
Cindy.
Oh, now I gotta find it. Hold on.
She's like, I can't come back.
Let's see if she can make her way back to,
Well,
the,
that's
to the
okay.
show.
There we
You can
go.
just keep
What
it like
did-
that for the rest of the show. That's fine.
Did somebody say raptor?
Whoa, easy. We'll just
Oh
relax
my
there,
gosh.
Cindy.
Oh no.
Davey Wild, what have you done? Surprise, motherfucker!
Hold on. But we play that one more time because I
Wait,
did not
is that
do
is that surprise mom fucker? There's only 2. Look.
So yeah, this was made by Ember.
Oh
Well
dang.
done, Ember.
Wow. All right.
That is
thank you,
surprise
Amber.
mom fucker.
Oh, nice.
Oh my God. Marvelin says, leave us. Leave us squints alone. We aren't water safe to fuck. Only us halfsies can swim. The full bloods fear the water.
Well, like, make it make sense. This woman literally had a plastic visor down her face. I'm like, you're in a fucking pool. What are we doing? I don't know.
What are we doing?
That's to protect her Daft Punk style, I guess. I don't know, from the sun.
Getting another flag, I think, Craig, is the correct answer.
That's right.
What are we
Getting
doing
another
today?
flag on
Yeah,
our
yeah.
channel. That's exactly what we're doing. Speedy Cakes for 20 Australian monies says, speaking of great bad films, anyone remember The Frighteners? It's a great for its time horror film. I saw it as a kid with Michael J. Fox and R. Lee Emery. Or Ernie? Among other actors who I forgot. Yes, Phoenix.
It's a
would you like
Peter
to speak on
Jackson film that not a lot of people know about.
that? Oh.
Really good movie. Yeah.
Thank you, Speedy Cakes, for bringing that up. Book of Grudges says the entire state of Michigan is going in the book for this. Oh no! The Book of Grudges has thrown the entire state in, as in the case of side scrollers for subjecting. Oh no, we're getting thrown in as well for subjecting me to this. Well, I'd rather have stayed ignorant. Much love to all of you, especially Cindy. Book of Grudges. We're in the Book of Grudges now. That's rough. Oh,
It's okay. I'm in the book too, at least 20 times.
Okay. Marmalin's my state. He says, Michigan, my state represent. I shall compete and let you know how it goes. Hopefully I win the coveted Brown Star trophy.
He wants the chocolate starfish.
Hey, good luck with that. Good luck with that, Marmalin. Let us know. CG Hero says, I moved and switched to a different internet provider that had to dig new wires in my area. Fortunately, I have a large physical media collection, but still miss listening to my favorite creators. CG Hero, glad you're back, buddy. Glad you're back after a month away. That's
Welcome
crazy.
back.
Good. Yeah. All right. We'll get to the rest of your super chats here in just a minute. Real quick, John Thomas came in with 10. Says, speaking of AI, text to speech, anyone else get the weird AI books/audio story ads on YouTube? The really unhinged ones that are like fantasy or sci-fi stories and get more and more strange.
I came across one that was clearly not for children. It had a woman getting grabbed by tentacles, and I'm just like, I'm pretty certain that shouldn't be YouTube legal.
Craig?
Yes.
Thank you, Phoenix. Appreciate that. I would like to point out that YouTube ads are customized for search results. So, Sini, I just felt like that's important to point out.
Have you guys been seeing all this raptor porn on YouTube lately? My God, enough of it already.
Just a quick little tidbit there for everybody. And you too, C. Thomas Peasant. Just want to point that out. All right. Let's go ahead and try to move away from Sini's obsession with raptor anus to talk about this, which is Elon Musk's interview with The Economist here. Now, this was an amazing piece. I'm in the middle of watching the entire thing, but right now we just have some clips. And here's a small clip here. Elon Musk believes Britain is heading for a reckoning, right? And this is the lady here, the editor-in-chief of The Economist. Now, I think I want to make sure. I think she has No, I was gonna say I thought she had gone private, but she has not gone private. Okay, so let's see how this went if X works.
You support not just the populist right, but the far right. In fact, very fringe parties in some countries.
No, I support the normal people.
Okay.
What do you call the far right? Falsely.
You think as the normal person. Okay.
Yes, it's just normal people.
Just a quick raise of hands or some sort of acknowledgement. How many people on this panel have been called "quote unquote" far right?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Me. I can't raise my
Okay.
hand, but me.
Yes. Blabs would raise 2 if she could, and she would actually point them out towards at a 45-degree angle, but she decides not to. Now, here's what Elon Musk is talking about. Just normal people, normal men. Here is his response to this. On X. Are you kidding me? Here, let's try this one more time.
Right at the moment of truth.
Not just the populist right, but the far right. In fact, very fringe.
What the hell's going on here? It's unbelievable, really. Trust me, it's good once we get there. All right. I don't know what the deal is with this scuff, or why it works or why it doesn't work whenever I do this. This is so infuriating to me. But we'll figure it out. Did I just die again?
No, but
No,
I
you're
have
here.
it
You're
if
still
you
here.
want. I'm ready.
Okay. See what's happening here. Okay, Blas, give it to me. Let's go.
Populist right, but the far right. In fact, very fringe parties in some countries.
No,
What the fuck?
Oh, man.
One for 2 now.
Yes. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, I'm gonna say this is not my setup, so I'm still clean, man.
Support the
Okay.
normal people.
Okay.
What do you call the far right? Falsely.
You think as the normal person. Okay.
Yes, it's just normal people. And and here are the principles. And tell me which of these sound terrible. That we should have secure borders. That we should have safe cities. That we should have sensible spending. Which of those 3 are far right fringe? And I would like to just admonish you and the media
Yes.
for the absurd characterization of the far right. It is
Yes.
false and misleading and nonsense. Please keep this part in.
We'll keep all of
Pause
this
it
in.
right there.
Don't cut this
Pause it
part.
right there.
Let me push back on that. Let me.
All right. So look, everything he just said right there, everybody here has been labeled something like that at some point for having common sense, for wanting better neighborhoods, for wanting criminals to go to jail. All that stuff is seen as quote unquote extremist today. And that's all Elon Musk is saying. These are, for the better part of all history, this stuff has just been normal. And that's why he says normal people are being called quote unquote far right. And I think people are just tired of this. They're over this idea of these labels, just like people have been tired and labeled of the ists, the phobes, whatever. It's like, we know what we are. And when I grew up, the idea of quote unquote far right was guys in hoods and white outfits running around burning crosses, right? Like that was, and I was like, I know that's not what I am, right? But now you're being lumped in to this category that is super extreme and looking to do bad things. And it's like, all I want are for nice neighborhoods. I just want nice neighborhoods. And I want, like that's really all I'm asking for here. And I love that he's pushing back on this.
I mean, American citizens to be American citizens too. Like, I don't think it's too much to ask for.
Oh, Sini. Oh, Sini.
Or the British to be
See-
British, or the Europeans to be Europeans. I think
Yeah.
quite telling. She's doing the meme. She's giving that sort of smug look of, get a load of this guy over here, with anything that he has to say, trying to paint him in this incredibly disingenuous way. And it just, I don't know, it really is nothing new under the sun, because it's that same sort of smug attitude that she has that goes all the way back 50, 60 years ago. Someone, I think, posting a column in the New York Times, Washington Post, one of those big rags of, I don't know anybody in my circle of friends that voted for Nixon. It's that same basic attitude here. It's like, well, maybe your circle's just kind of shit, lady. Maybe you need to get out more, actually touch some grass and get to know real people, because, I mean, if anyone sounds out of touch, it's her, not Mr. Elon Musk, guy who bought X and is now trillionaire from SpaceX going public.
I think there's something to that, right? Elon Musk, being the richest guy in the world, is more in touch with this lady sitting across who is the editor-in-chief of The Economist, of all things. You know, this is a guy who builds things for a living. She's the one who talks about things that he builds for a living and talks about, you know, whatever the economical impact of it. She doesn't do much. Elon Musk is the ultimate doer when it comes to these things, and they want to criticize him for that. And it's amazing to see. You're right. There's this arrogance attached to her, and people are seeing right through this stuff. Les, why don't you continue? Oh, yeah, go ahead and City. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say, if you also think about it, back to an earlier topic, J.K. Rowling, right? She is the leftist, like for all intents and purposes, but she still has more common sense than people like her. It's fucking crazy.
All right, let's go play this out. I'm going to switch my browsers. I'll be right back. Oh,
my God.
No shot.
Let's go. I see. I don't even know what's going on.
There we go. I think I got it.
If you have
nonsense.
Elon, you have, what is it, close to 250
Having
million
fun.
followers on X.
Yeah, because
You say things like,
popular guy.
quote, civil war in Britain is inevitable. Just a question
On the current
of when.
trends, yes.
I mean, when were you last
Right.
in the UK?
A few years ago.
Exactly. So I live there. I'm there the whole time. That is
Yeah,
nonsense.
you live in a
to-
cloistered existence.
No, I don't actually. And the numbers also disprove what you say.
What
In-
numbers?
all the numbers about crime. London is a much safer city than any city in the United States.
What?
Violent crime in the UK is
Absolute
not where you think it is. In
bollocks.
fact, it's coming down.
She lives in a gated community.
She
Rexy-
probably lives somewhere in Kensington or Chelsea, one of those incredibly posh, upper-class neighborhoods that is... She doesn't have to worry about that sort of thing. When you go to some other neighborhood in London like I did just a few years ago, and I can tell you, being back there on holiday, I was constantly on edge in London. I only ever really felt safe once I got on the LNER and started heading towards Edinburgh.
Is there any truth to what she's saying as far as, you know, well, you're just like, I can't imagine London being safer than any United States city.
No, it's absolute bollocks. It incredibly... You are constantly on edge when you're there. You're constantly having to watch your back. And it is just... You turn down the wrong alleyway or the wrong street and you're in trouble. You've had it.
All right, let's keep it going.
You have painted, and because you have so many followers, so many Americans believe it, a kind of view that Europe and the UK are kind of, you know, overrun with terrifying Muslim immigrants. There's rape on every corner. There's a sort of civilizational
I haven't
destruction.
said any of those things. If you have a large and rapidly growing group of people whose beliefs are antithetical to Western beliefs, at some point there will be a reckoning. They will try to implement their views, and those who oppose it will oppose it, and that's what you call civil war. And obviously, this is the trend. And you absolutely do live in a cloistered existence.
We have seen this over and over and over again, where especially here in Texas, we are seeing this, where cultures are coming to Texas and they're going to, you know, the UK or whatever. They're coming to various parts of society, Minnesota, and they are literally overtaking, slowly spreading, because they refuse to be a part of what was previously built. And they want to bring their backwards ass country to this place that was built and ultimately tear it down. This is not up for debate. People have publicly said this is the goal. It's not like they're, well, you know, it just happened this way. No. This is a specific goal that has been stated by these folks. And this lady should be aware of these things that have been stated prior to going in and having this conversation. Or, as you said, Rex, she could just be so in her bubble that she has no idea what the hell she's talking about, and it is not does not have any authority to speak on this at all.
I think a combination of that, but also people like her in certain higher levels of social strata, they thrive off of having some sort of permanent underclass. And make no mistake, that is what this is about, is the creation of a new permanent underclass to serve the elites and also to displace and eventually just result in the mass extinction of native populations in certain areas of geography. it's an unsustainable sort of thing. It leads to the collapse of civilization. It's evil. It's wrong. And we as a people we must start fighting back. We have to take our countries back, and we have to start restoring things back to a sort of demographic balance. And in the words of Rupert Lowe of Restore Britain, if that means millions must go, then millions must go. And sadly, we are at the point where that is the moderate solution.
Good. Keep it going, Labs.
And if you'd like, we can go on a tour of Britain.
Sure.
and
I'd
we can
be
go on a
very
walking.
happy.
Uh-oh. Elon, you better get under control.
To come on a tour of Britain.
And you'll see
You
for
come
yourself.
see my country.
I dare her to go walking alone in the middle of London at night, right? Unsupervised, unattended.
A minute.
Wow.
That I live in all the time, and you haven't been
Yes,
to a few years
I've
ago.
been there literally 100 times.
But when was the last time?
Literally a few years ago.
You know why this exercises me? Because you have really shaped opinion about the UK, and so many Americans I come across and I have conversations with, and and I just had one the other day along the order of, oh, London's such a dangerous place. How can you know? There are sort of grooming gangs everywhere. There's violence everywhere. This is a picture that people get from things that you post or that are posted on X. And for example, you're posting for, what was it, 48 hours of Citizen Vigilante, that film which paints a dystopian. I've watched it.
Yes.
It was not fun. I watched it yesterday. It's not a very good movie. But
It's not meant to be fun. It's a warning of what could happen.
And it glorifies vigilante violence. It glorifies the murdering of a Muslim immigrant family. I honestly think that it is irresponsible for you to put that up on X.
I think that it's a movie.
I don't really care,
and it's worth
Margaret.
watching.
Go pause that real quick.
But first of all, glorifying this is a family that was behind some really nefarious shit. Let's just put this wasn't just some random family.
Correct. Yeah, the way she framed it is, hey, you are glorifying killing a Muslim family. No. He killed a family full of criminals. That's what he did. He killed a kid who raped a girl in the film, a father and mother who went out of their way to more or less educate him on that way and provide no punishment, and then his sister who was an accomplice to it. So, yeah, was it?
And that the legal system had failed them. Like, that's the other thing too, that they got off.
Didn't have any regret at all. And look, I'm not saying that's right or wrong, but what I am saying is that it is a movie, and the way she framed that was extremely dishonest there. Let me try to share my screen one more time here, because I do have this, which is really, really funny. This is a Bill Clinton campaign ad from 1992. Tell me how incredibly far-right Bill Clinton is.
A new generation of Democrats, Bill Clinton and Al Gore, and they don't think the way the old Democratic Party did. They've called for an end to welfare as we know it, so welfare can be a second chance, not a way of life. They've sent a strong signal to criminals by supporting the death penalty, and they've rejected the old tax and spend politics. Clinton's balanced 12 budgets, and they've proposed a new plan investing in people, detailing $140 billion in spending cuts they'd make right now. Clinton Gore, for people, for a change.
Holy crap. That would be considered far-right extremist.
The late Rush Limbaugh, may he rest in peace, had it bang on exactly right when he said that whether it's Democrats in America or Labour in the UK, they can only win by campaigning as Republicans or Tories, respectively.
There's more to this interview, which is just amazing. And you see kind of the shift that has happened. Elon Musk was asked about, this is shortly after them talking about this movie, if he is Islamophobic here. Let's see his response.
Are you anti-Muslim?
I'm against having if people are coming to a country with antithetical views. I am against that. I'm against that. I'm against. I'm against rape and murder. I'm against the imposition of rules and laws that are contrary to what we've come to accept in the West.
Can you believe the absolute racism that just came out of his mouth? Unbelievable, really.
And he's still not saying it with his full chest. I mean, I'm sorry, but that sort of thing, especially the people coming to Western countries, I'm sorry, Islam just does not have a place of prominence in Western society. It's just a fact. It doesn't work.
I always go back to, what if the shoe was on the other foot, right? And look, I know people who are Muslim and whatever, right? I have no problem, because they have adapted to Western society. You know, they have their religion, whatever, right? But they are more or less West, whatever. This is my personal experience. But if you put the shoe on the other foot and you say somebody from Nebraska, I don't know, a flyover state, even Texas, whatever, was to go over to a heavily Muslim country, and they then tried to shift their beliefs or build from the inside out, how well do you think that would go over in that country?
Not well.
About
Not
as
well
well
at
as saying gays for Palestine.
Right. Right. And I think what he's saying, he's like, look, I don't care what your religion is. Just you need to come in and be ready to be a part of Western society, as opposed to hoping everybody caters to you. And I think that's what we're seeing right here, is you've had all these people who have come in and they have more or less abused the system. They have abused a system that has rolled a red carpet out for them, saying, we're so welcome. We're a melting pot. We're everybody's welcome. Come on in. It's going to be a great time. And by the way, here's some money and a phone, right? And people have abused that. And that's how you get people who feel entitled to wanting to make change, and change, oddly enough, change the same system that gave them that same opportunity here. It's so unbelievably weird and backwards here. Like I said, it has nothing to do with religion. For me, it has everything to do with just adapting and being a part of Western society. There was another part of this interview where the interviewer asked Musk about USAID, or however you want to say it, USAID, whatever, and how they
USAID.
USAID. I wasn't, it's. You want to
You
talk
don't
about
want to say
branding?
USAID because it makes it sound like it's like some.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. The branding on it is point blank. Hey, we're gonna go over here and help everybody out over here, and that's what this lady is pushing back. Remember how we heard Elon Musk was responsible for 1 million people dying? Like it was Elon Musk. Well, she asked him about this.
You don't buy the idea that anybody, and to put it really crudely and simply, any kid in Africa died because of the suddenness with which...
Zero.
I just don't think that's right. I just don't think... I've had people
okay.
reporting in Africa who...
How many NGOs are there that could step in? Because bear in mind, it happened quickly. And there are literally tens of thousands of NGOs.
Not everyone functions as fast as you do. If funding is cut off for antiretrovirals overnight, and it just stops...
I agree. I think that speaks highly of Musk, how quickly he works, and also how slow the government works, and also these other NGO is a non-government organization. Is that right? Is that what it's called?
Yes.
An NGO.
It's oftentimes referred to in Britain as a quango.
Quango.
Then people will die when they don't have access to them, and it just
only if they cannot get funding for that. But the Gates Foundation has $50 billion. What about them? What about any one of a number of organizations? What about
well, in lots of
Mackenzie
these countries, USAID...
Mackenzie, whatever her last name is, used to be Bezos, gave $50 billion. What about that?
But let's be practical. In many of these countries, USAID was the biggest funder. But I don't want to
No,
have
let's be real practical and say where that money actually went. You had that money going into the pockets of really corrupt politicians who are buying new fucking Mercedes Benz and mansions.
So it's funny you mention that, Cindy, because he's going to bring pretty much that exact same thing up here as he goes along, talking about, if the well runs dry, how do you think people are going to address it?
He was the biggest funder, but I don't want to have an argument.
USAID was a political organization.
It may also have been that, but it was the biggest funder of healthcare systems. So I'm very
Biggest
sure that there
funder
was
of regime change.
and there may well be benefits from having changed
Also,
the system.
USAID funding was not stopped. It was.
But by the way, this is the same lady who would be upset with U.S. intervention in any other country, but
Can't win
she's
with
over.
it.
Well, there may be some reason for that here.
Moved to the State Department.
It was stopped. There were huge numbers of things shut down in Africa that were kind
No,
of
there were
health
claims
related.
of this. These claims are false. They're nonsense, absolute nonsense. But when funding is stopped for fraudulent organizations or for
Here you go,
something,
Sini.
do you think they're going to say? Do you think they're going to say, "Well, please keep funding the fraud," or do you think they're going to come up with a sad story that sounds sympathetic in order to get the funding restored? Obviously, it will be the latter, and that's exactly what they did. But zero died because
Well,
of
that's
Doge.
what I- that's
Zero
that's what I would
point
suggest you do.
zero.
I actually have a lot of sympathy for the
Of
change
course.
of the aid regime.
Right. I mean, look. Well, I'll tell you, I have a great example of what USAID was funding here in just a second. We'll let this play out, though.
That the U.S. under the Trump administration has precipitated. However,
Yeah.
I think the pace and the suddenness with which it happened will almost certainly have caused unnecessary suffering and deaths. And I think both of those can
No,
be true.
I think that's totally false.
Okay. Well,
And,
let's
and obviously false because there are the amount of funding we're talking about is far less than what can be done than what can be supported via private via foundations like the Gates Foundation or Mackenzie Bezos's foundation. She's given away tens of billions of dollars. The Gates Foundation has tens of billions of dollars.
So-
They are capable of acting very quickly. And if they didn't, I would say they're equally responsible.
I see. Okay.
Obviously.
All right.
Zero.
All that money, and what do
people
they have to show
died
for it?
because of Doge.
Nothing.
You know, she has zero response to that. Zero response. Okay. You know what? Yeah. You're 100% right. Why is it on
No, it was
the
dismissive.
taxpayer?
Yes.
You think so?
No, it was.
Okay, but-
Look, she even had a small smile. It was dismissive. She doesn't care what he said because she believes he's wrong. And she thinks he's being ridiculous. So she's kind of mocking him.
Let's see what it
This,
Well,
this
acting
was a
is
hit
very
piece,
quickly.
the whole thing.
And if they didn't, I would say they're equally responsible.
I see. Okay.
Obviously.
All right.
Zero.
You know, you're right, Sini. Yeah, just
Yeah.
kind of like, I can't believe what this guy's telling me right now.
Mhm.
Yeah. Looking at her body language. You are 100% right, Sini.
She has never gotten any pushback on all of this by anyone she has known for years now.
I
This
can
is the first
guarantee you.
time.
I could guarantee you, if she is married, her husband is miserable, or if she's not married, she has a ton of cats.
She's got all of the cats, every one of them. Maybe she has a story we had yesterday, 70 cats and a foot of poop in her house, which is,
Oh my God.
yeah. We know the lady. Would you like to see an example? By the way, totally unrelated to this, the Associated Press just decided to post a video about this, totally unrelated to this coordinated campaign against USAID here, talking about impoverished Nepal here. When a conservative culture leaves openly transgender people with few legal options, the impact of aid workers' lives was particularly crushing. Starving and scared, around 100 LGBTQ plus aid workers left jobless by the funding cuts that have turned to sex work to survive, walking the streets alongside the very people they once fought so hard to keep. Hey, who wants to learn about this sob story here?
Can I just point out that in the
Yes,
U.S., that's considered empowering?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, why can't this lot just, pull themselves up by the bootstraps, stop eating avocado toast, and, go in with your CV and give that manager a firm handshake? Something.
This is what USAID was funding.
These
in Nepal.
transgender sex workers operate in the shop.
For the fact that there's 100
was
of these
our
in
money.
Nepal. Yeah, exactly. Like there's 100 of these. I'm just fascinated.
These transgender sex workers operate in the shadows alongside a busy highway in central Nepal, risking their lives for a few dollars. Until recently, many of them worked not as sex workers, but as aid workers, including Ruby Lama, who dedicated years of her life to helping prevent the spread of HIV in Nepal's marginalized communities. But after the U.S. had its foreign aid...
The loaded language once again.
Does anyone give a shit? Like, I'm hearing this and I don't care. Let's say it's all true. Great. Don't care.
Right.
Next.
I agree. I'm with you. The fact that this was being funded at all, is like you can see right
I
here.
have a question.
Yes.
First question. What kind of name is Ruby Llama? Second question. Does he spit on you?
After
that
he's
costs
done?
extra.
Yeah. But like, I'm with you. Why was this being funded to begin with? I'm sorry that you got all your stuff.
No, I'm not. I don't know I want to make sure I'm not apologizing for anything. I'm saying I don't care at all to any degree what happens to any of them at all. Zero.
No,
That's what
it's
I'm
not our
saying. To
problem.
be clear,
USA!
no apologies.
Sorry.
Yeah, don't care.
It is not our problem. It's not our sandbox to play in. It's not an issue for any of us. We've got our own problems here on the home front to deal with. And yeah, I chalk it up as a win that we're no longer having to pay for this sort of nonsense. And another net positive out of the whole thing, hearing that rap music is no longer making it to the top of the pops these days. And somehow people are linking that up with the cutting of USAID funding. So sauce for the goose, I suppose.
There's just a lot of things that since USAID has been cut, that are not as prevalent, that are just, I'm not going to say there's a correlation. It's just suspicious. That's all. It's just suspicious that these things aren't as prominent as they were before. So let's go finish this up with one last interaction between Elon Musk and this interviewer here. And that's them talking about, the disdain for the media here.
Politics. You don't even live there.
I think of it as the sort of the West collectively.
But do you see why this makes people think that this man who has all this power, he's the world's richest man, he thinks he has a right to influence our politics. It makes people, it's why, we started this conversation saying superlatives. It's why people loathe you. I mean, some people do loathe you.
Yes, some people do.
But do you understand why? Do you think what you're doing is helpful for Western democracy?
Maybe some people do loathe me. And that's probably true. I don't care. But the fact that, as you pointed out, 250 million people follow me is that I think a lot more people actually like me than don't. And I think a lot more people hate you and the media more than you realize.
Politics. You don't.
Yeah, I don't think she has any response to that. I agree. I think that's the mic drop 100%. Just it's wonderful to see that said to her face. The idea that, like, you don't understand how much people truly hate you. Like, do you think, it's funny. Rex, have you talked about your professional past before? Is that public or no?
I've made mention of it before. I spent about 10 years in radio broadcasting, so I'm quite familiar with this rather arrogant, holier-than-thou mentality that, you get into certain media markets, especially larger ones, like what I've worked in. And yeah, it's all over the place. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I would go into newsrooms and of radio, television stations, places like that. And the people working there at the editors' desks and, working on stories for the evening news, they actively loathe their own audiences. I've worked at my share of right-wing talk radio stations as well. Those especially. There's a reason that you would hear in the local and national syndicated news a sort of left-leaning bias followed by the more right-leaning opinion commentary of Rush Limbaugh, Sean Hannity, etc. It's because the people working in those newsrooms, they don't like their own audience. They are there to push an agenda and collect a paycheck for doing so, and they all just sort of wish that everything would just sound like NPR, apparently, or the BBC.
It's weird to be able to relay that to folks, that when you say that the people making the news genuinely hate their audience, you're not like speaking hyperbole by any means. That is 100% truth. I mean, I've personally seen it. We've seen, whenever I've briefly worked in newsrooms, and it's honestly sad. It's amazing to see how corrupt the news is. And when you see, I always talk about this, when Trump first started calling the news fake news, I was like, ooh, that's a little harsh, because I wanted to have good faith in what the news was. Well, they're delivering the news, and I was trained with a degree in journalism to report things down the middle. That was how I was trained, and apparently I was the last person trained that way. Because as soon as I actually saw how news was presented, it was like, oh my gosh. And then I wanted to believe that the news. I think that was kind of a red pill moment for me, where you kind of start looking and you go, oh. And you see how that lady presented information, presented a certain story. The lady talking about the Nepalese people and the loaded language in there, emotionally driven language to have a certain even a phrase like sex work, right? Like that is a phrase that in the last 10 years has gained acceptance based off of being pushed from media. Like it used to be just called whores, prostitution.
Right.
But now it's this idea of sex work. Oh, it's sex work. Well,
It's all designed to get their targets, their opposition on the back foot, to get them defensive, trying to defend their position. Once you do that, you've already lost. Elon here, to his credit, played this is a masterclass, as one of the tweets here describes it from Eric Doherty. He does not back down. He makes no apologies for it. It's sort of like the one meme with what's her name? The actress that had that face whenever some millennial femoid journalist was asking her questions about Sydney Sweeney.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you don't actually believe this sort of thing, do you? And the response every time is like, yes, I do, and I'm tired of having to make apologies and pretend otherwise. Once you do that, and you stand your ground, you've already kind of won half the battle, as it were. It's just a matter of pushing back at that point and getting them on the run. Once she is so used to having being able to just level the accusations like that, being able to just sort of stand on high and deliver her edicts of, this is what the truth is, and people will think what I tell them to think. And here comes Elon Musk saying, no, your reign is over. We don't listen to people like you anymore. We don't automatically believe what you have to say. We've started asking the hard questions, and you know what? Your position has been found wanting. So you really don't have as much power as you used to, and as you think you do. And that has them so terrified. And I think one of the kind of the subtext that I'm reading from this interview from her is, you say things and believe things I don't like, and I believe that you need to be silenced for them, and you need to have everything taken away from you. We cannot, at the end of the day, we cannot forget that these people fundamentally hate us and want us dead.
Phoenix, that sounds an awful lot like you.
'Cause it's true. Yep.
Yeah. I think it took the world a little while to catch up to Phoenix and myself, but they're getting there.
Well, I think everybody, once again, it just goes back to these basic idea of people calling you, far right and labeling you all these various things that in the past meant horrible things, and now we know, like, they've overplayed their hand, and even things you talk about like pushing back. I've been following this story. I don't know if it necessarily fits for side scrollers, but have you guys followed the story in the WNBA with Sophie Cunningham and what she's been saying, and how okay, so long and short of it is, there's a star player in the WNBA. Her name is Caitlin Clark. She's like the only reason why people watch the WNBA. Since she's come into the league a couple of years ago, ratings have skyrocketed, right? Like literally doubled. When she plays in a game, the ratings are double compared to any other team in the league, okay? there's a player on her team named Sophie Cunningham. And Sophie Cunningham she's like this tall, blonde, good-looking girl, right? White, just so happens, whatever, right? But Caitlin Clark has had the shit kicked out of her in WNBA games. Like, it is obvious that they are targeting her. Any player in the NBA, if it happened, it would be, they'd be either suspended. Like in the regular NBA, the men's NBA, they protect their stars. In the WNBA, they beat the holy hell out of her. Okay, so Sophie Cunningham.
So like a lesbian relationship.
Women hate each other. Many such cases.
Right. So in this case, it appears there's a lot of jealousy, right, and ego is associated with it. And Caitlin Clark, she's like the league right now, and a lot of these women, they do not like it. So Sophie Cunningham has kind of become. She's kind of like her enforcer, if you will. She like doesn't take shit. And there's this viral meme, if you remember, I don't know if you've seen it online, with her like pointing, and it's kind of become her thing, right? So anyways, a couple days ago, Sophie Cunningham was asked about trans athletes in sports. And she's like, yeah, I think that women should play against women. And, and if you're a biological man, you should not play against women. It's very like the most vanilla statement in the world. And then there was calls for Sophie Cunningham to be suspended for this. And then ESPN tried to double down and say, like, ESPN went to her and was like, are you sure you meant that? And she's like, yeah, I said what I said. And she's like doubling down. Well, she's the first person in the entire league to say something like this. And I think what's going to happen is, like, what you're seeing is the WNBA, ESPN, they're all kind of scared because there's a crack in the dam now, and they want to patch that dam up as fast as they possibly can. Because I think what could potentially happen, depending on what happens to Sophie Cunningham, is more women are going to start speaking up out of this, because it only takes one, right? And they're doing the slander thing right now. Oh, she's MAGA Barbie, she's whatever, and she's like, I'm not political. I'm just a basketball player. I don't really follow politics at all. I speak common sense. And, they're saying, oh, she's setting up her career after basketball, blah, 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 blah. And, so they're starting to slander this. Right.
No, I'm telling you, no woman ever will at all come to her defense at all. 100% zero.
I don't know.
Because here's the problem with never. No, it won't. Because I'll tell you, the white man speaking, the reason for it is I'm fucking with you, Sini. No, my opinion on the matter is that it's the similar problem with everything. When you look at two paths, if you go, let's say, with a right viewpoint, you risk absolute cancellation, violence, you name it. If you go with the left, well, then you at least get the roar and applause of the left, the acceptance, the money, the praise, the accolades, and no ramifications from the right. So you will always, the woman who will always choose safety will always, in my opinion, pick the easiest, safest solution. And at the moment, unless there was 90% of women saying that this is a bad thing, they're going to keep going the safe route. That's in my opinion. Sini?
The only two people I've seen back up Sophie Cunningham's comments was Jennifer Say and J.K. Rowling. I've seen both of them say something.
It's
don't
people
know.
on the right who are doing that, yeah.
I've seen this video, right? It was a short where 3 women were at a club. Okay, and they're getting interviewed by this guy, and he asks them, hey, would you cook dinner for your man if he came home after working a 12-hour shift and was exhausted, but it was in the middle of the night, right? And 2 of the girls vehemently said, no, that man should be taking care of me and me only. And
they're gonna die then.
He turns to the 3rd woman and she goes, I would take care of my man. My man is working hard for me. I'm a happily married woman. Of course I would do that. And immediately the other 2 women went, wait, no. Hold on, let me change my answer. Okay, women are very susceptible to peer pressure. So if you have one woman that is basically still keeping her job and is still sticking to her guns, you're going to have more and more women going, oh, okay, I can say this. And she's getting lauded for the things that she's saying. I want that same attention too. And I want to jump on that bandwagon before other women do.
The thing to keep in mind with Sophie Cunningham, if they can't get her on this, She is now a target. She's in the limelight. If they can't get her on this, they're going to try to go for something else, however spurious it might be, to try and destroy her, to try to end her career early, that sort of thing. So she's got a target on her back now, and she really needs to watch her rear flank.
And it being a physical game, she sets a lot of picks, right? So you can imagine somebody going down low or doing whatever, going after a knee or whatever. And it's crazy that even has to be a point of conversation when all she said was the most vanilla statement in the world. While you're talking about that, Sini, that reminded me of this video clip I saw the other day. This is the friend who doesn't want to have kids holds a baby for the first time.
No.
Right here.
Mother neurons activated.
Aww.
I don't want my eyes. I'm gonna get my tears in the baby. Oh, beautiful. I can't look down. Look at her. What's her name? Why is it open? Oh my god, I need to have a kid.
There it is.
Bingo.
Yeah,
there it is right there.
Immediately turned around. Now she's running home to her boyfriend. Let's get married. Let's make babies. Come on, come on.
I mean, the same thing happened when Pragmata came out, and all these women who hate kids were suddenly going, I would absolutely protect this AI child.
Yep.
They just need to be exposed to babies and be like, look, you can make one of these. And then finally, they're back into their feminine roots.
Man, bringing it back to video games. Let's go. Way to go, Sini.
Well done.
Man, I'm a nerd. I love it.
I love it. All right.
Blessed are the geek, for they shall inherit the earth.
All right. I'll tell you what. Let's get to our next story. Speaking of video games, we're about to do some hardcore video game talk. We have a viral sensation that has made its way over to video games, and I can't wait to share it with you. But first, we have some supers, and I need to fill you in on today's sponsor, friends. That's right, guys. Here we go. It's time to let you guys know that we have a sponsor, and it is Rumble Wallet. On your screen right now, there is a QR code. It's right there. It's staring you in the face. I want you to check it out and download it. Here's the thing. With Rumble Wallet, you can support your favorite creators. Unlike on YouTube, where YouTube, if you were to say, like, let's just say you were to super chat $1, right? That's awesome. Spectacular. YouTube goes, yeah, it's cool. Here, we'll take 30 cents of that. 30% of your support goes directly to the platform. You go over on Twitch. Last night, we had somebody drop almost 50 gifted subs yesterday. That was spectacular. Twitch took half of that. Rumble Wallet, Rumble takes 0% of your money in Rumble Wallet. There's a QR code on your screen right now. I encourage you to scan it, check it out for yourself. This is phase 0.001 of Rumble Wallet. The long-term vision of that is that this is meant to be a payment processor for you to check out, and where you can do all the things you do with like something like PayPal. You can use it to pay for certain things, and once again, it being your money, you can do whatever you want with it. It's not like you go to the bank and you talk about some of these subjects, and the bank goes, "Hey, you can't have your money because, hey, we don't like what you said." Now with Rumble Wallet, it's your money. It stays there. It's tracked. It's very easy for you to use. And Rumble, and nobody can touch it except for you. So check it out for yourself. We love it. We encourage you to check it out. We are big fans of alternatives. I've been spouting about this for a good old couple months now. QR code on your screen. Scan it. Check it out for yourself. It's a big W for everybody. They support us. Please consider supporting Rumble Wallet. All right. Good stuff right there. And we do have some wonderful super chats as well. Blabs, would you please fill us in?
Okie dokie, starting from the top. Gear says, breaking news, PlayStation Network is down again. Confirmed by Anonymous on Twitter X. Hey, Jot, can we liberate Google next? We are waiting. Thank you. Mr. Rich for 5 says, Vegas has a mafia museum. It's pretty cool. Also a gun range where you can rent machine guns.
Oh, yeah.
Can we go?
So I actually do know, I know the people outside. There's a place outside of Vegas, Pahrump. It's about 45 minutes outside of Vegas, and there's a giant gun range out there. Spent a lot of time out there at my previous stop when I worked in the firearms industry. Pew, pew, pew. And I may be able to hook us up. Blabs, I think I would love to see you shoot a machine gun.
Hell yeah!
I've never been more jealous in my life.
Yeah!
Right? I kind of want to get in on this.
Young Stover 2 says, gotta say, I love Sini's laugh. It's just cute. Mahong.
Oh, thank you.
Constantine for 5 says, last night was the first time I watched anything on Side-Scrollers Plus, and I swear chat was wild, especially getting flashback by AI, Sini, and Kirsha in a makeout session.
What?
I mean,
Anyway.
and look at
The
this.
chat, the wild, yes, the plus chat is worth the price of admission by itself.
Absolutely. Sign up now, chat, if you haven't already. Sidescrollersplus.com. Totally worth it.
That's
I'm
right.
surprised
Thanks,
I
Rick.
didn't get the 3D model of Blabs smushed between us.
Yeah. I think all panelists at Sin City should go full goth makeup. Montez! John says, YouTube put the full video on dumb ways to die in my feed. Apparently it was an Aussie PSA. Truly unhinged. Member for 14 months, Book of Grudge says, Blab's keyboard's very loud. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm muting myself. This Rex fellow sounds posh. Makes me suspicious. Hello to lovely Sini. Hello.
I'm harmless. Wouldn't hurt a fly.
Jess for 5 says, love you, Rex and Sini. Raptor for 2 says, it was me. I was the raptor all along. Oh, dear. Lark says, there is a bird of prey called raptor, so there still is a possibility, Sini. We need more VTuber Blabs when Sini or Kirsha are around. Glad Craig is learning new words and meanings. Yeah, guys, if you didn't know, Craig learned some new words yesterday, like the word cake.
And top.
Uh-huh.
You didn't know that, Craig?
I still don't know what top is. I kind of tuned
Blow
out for
job.
like half a second. What? Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Sucky $5.
Yeah, see, Rex knows all about the tops. Derek for 1 says, hey Craig, apologies if there's bad blood I didn't know anything about, but missing you on Tuesday night main event. Would love for you to guess sometime if that's in the cards. Hail Side-Scrollers.
No bad blood at all. No. We've just been doing our thing over at Side Scrollers, and anytime they like me, have me back, maybe I'll make an appearance here and there. Just need to get the invite, my man.
Danny for 5 says, happy birthday, Phoenix. Also, even though there is no showdown today, this is one of my autistic interests. Frogger. LOL.
All right.
Noted.
Phantom for 2 says, love the content, love that VTuber, love that get VTubers on podcast. Fallen says, to screw that Sini, this is in my state. Jack says,
Real
remember.
Quick, on a side note, related to Sini and the Michigan competition that we mentioned earlier, I'd like to thank DB Wild for sending this over as well. I don't know, Sini, did you see your
That's
competition?
amazing. Huh? I love it. I love how somehow Arch made his way in here.
Yeah.
Oh my, dude.
I think my favorite thing about this is just the utter amazement that everybody feels. And then Arch over here with the camera out, ready.
That's so on brand for him, isn't it?
Zooming on in, yes, that is very much on brand for Arch.
Keen looks pretty impressed.
He's like, wow, nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know what Phoenix is looking at. Is there a bug or something? Anyway, Jag for 1 says, remember the conversation had earlier this week about an actor's comments ruining films you loved? Otherwise, Andrew Garfield was that one for me. Amazing Spider-Man, Hacksaw Ridge, all tainted. Yeah, he's a big moron. It's sad. Madney for 5 says, ask Spooderman what he thinks about U.S.-China strategic and technological decoupling.
Right.
Reese
We'll
for
go
1
one
says,
more,
the...
Blabs?
What?
We'll go one more, then I got a couple of
The unnecessary syllable phenomenon was said best when George Carlin brought up how shell shock became battle fatigue, that and operational exhaustion, and finally post-traumatic stress disorder. But there was one really big super chat that I should probably get up right here. But we also have a really cool asset that Ember made, so here's that. Viberus for 50 British pounds says, elitist like that fake journalist who would call, like, what the fuck, would call Lao Tzu, Jean-Luc, and Adam Smith the fathers of liberalism alt-right. I know this because they already call anyone who follows their philosophies and ideals far-right, fighting YouTube censorship. Yeah, thank you for that one. I was like, Eli, thank you very much.
Pierce, thank you very much. We're gonna get you on the wall here. I got a bunch of
going up on the cool wall.
Yeah, we'll get you on the wall in just a second. Thank you guys very much. All right, we will get to the rest of your super chats, recommendations, rumble rants in just a second. By the way, Axberry Cares came in with 10, says, I eat vegan on Friday for religious reasons. Please don't stop making vegan food. Sorry, Axberry Cares. Listen, I don't care if you're vegan. I just don't want to hear about it constantly, all the time.
Every day.
Yeah, that's right.
Hour by hour, minute by minute.
You can't convince me otherwise that vegan food causes more harm to the environment.
It's all just chemicals, isn't it?
He does it for the
It is.
religious
Which
reasons.
I don't
and
understand that one, but it's
yeah,
interesting.
I don't know. I hadn't heard about that, but let us know, buddy, how it's going for you. The Jackal, thank you very much for becoming a brand new member, subbing over on YouTube. And Tenarian for 10 says, people like that woman often define far right as being the patriarchy, hating other religions, colonizing, suppressing women, and being anti-LGBT, and so on. Then they call others Islamophobes. How ironic. Thank you, Tenarian. All right. Once again, we'll get to the rest of your Super Chats, Direct Nations, Rumble rants throughout the duration of the show. We are, looks like 17 supers away from our big Montez goal today. Once again, that is of any value as we do our best to hit the Phoenix. What was the way you phrased this earlier? The final solution?
Yes,
Montez?
the ultimate solution. I was
sorry.
weaving. Yeah.
Yes. All right. We have some hardcore video game news here, and this starts with a viral sensation. We have not talked about Jimothy, but I'm sure everybody has seen Jimothy online. This is that weird-looking raccoon over
so
here.
Cute.
That I guess it's up
the
in
summer of Jimothy.
Yeah. I can't. Good Morning America right here. There's Jimothy right there. It's a weird-looking raccoon that has some sort of spine thing, and it's, I guess people are doing something with Jimothy here. So it's been a big thing. Have y'all seen Jimothy?
Yes.
It's the first time. This is it's a compressed trash panda.
He's so cute.
It's a good way to look at it right there. Yeah, it's a tiny little trash panda, just crushed down, kind of looking almost like God, what is that? It looks like he's a squirrel crushed by a hand, a giant.
Doesn't it look like if you put a little mask on Ricky Berwick, it looks exactly like that?
Oh my God, yeah.
Can't see it now.
I guarantee Ricky Berwick would love to move around like good old Jimothy right here. But we have a version, Blabs, I'm sure you're very excited to see the tiny version of baby Jimothy over here. By the way, is there a trash something going on outside right now?
Me.
Some sort of truck? Mute yourself. There you go. Thank you, Blabs. Here's a baby Jimothy.
She's summoning Jimothy.
Oh, I
All
would
the
steal him.
cuteness.
Yes, the most adorable. Any tiny animal is the cutest thing in the world. But now, friends, people have asked, and apparently World of Warcraft has answered. In addition to all, I'm surprised they haven't given him a rainbow flag. But yes, Jimothy is in World of Warcraft coming soon. They have added the weird-looking trash panda to the game. Congratulations.
If only
World
the
of
game
Warcraft
was
players.
still good.
People, you wonder if this will get people in to play a little World of Warcraft. If they want to return to boot up to find Jimothy. What if he's like some secret character that you got to find through some sort of...
You have to pay. You have to pay $15 for him. I bet you.
Jesus Christ. That'd be...
As you do.
Yeah. As is pointed out, is this the death of the meme? Yep, this is when Jimothy goes to die, as soon as he's put into World of Warcraft right here. So I like when video game companies listen to their fans. Obviously, not a huge fan of what World of Warcraft is or has become, but hey, you got to give a W when you can do it. And Jimothy being in World of Warcraft is kind of fun and cute. Let's talk about Nintendo though. Rex, you were interested in talking about this today. This is the success of the Super Mario Galaxy movie here. This courtesy of NintendoLife.com. The Super Mario Galaxy movie directly led to a new Star Fox, the new one that just came out, I guess the new re-release, and Yoshi games. This is confirmed by Shigeru Miyamoto over here.
Yeah.
And which, makes sense here. Says, I've decided everything about the lineup, but we did discuss that we have an idea to include Fox in the script for the movie, so we definitely want a new Star Fox game. Sometimes things get decided after we've discussed them. We started working on the first Mario movie and Princess Peach Showtime around the same time, and we talked about things like, if we have this game, shouldn't Peach be more energetic in the movie too? If we decided early on that Yoshi would appear in the Super Mario Galaxy movie, so we decided to make a Yoshi game. And that's how development of the Yoshi and Mysterious book began. It's a case-by-case situation, but I think we'll continue to maintain a good relationship between games and other developments.
Indeed.
Anyone shocked?
I mean, it's getting
No.
people back to the movies, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
Somewhat.
both Mario movies have made over $1 billion at this
Yeah.
point. I've not seen the new one, but yes, Cindy.
It's all right. Like I feel like that movie is more of a already like a direct to streaming kind of movie. It's very fast paced. And it jumps the story like constantly. So like it's okay. I could see why it made $1 billion. Like kids know Mario, they love Mario. They're gonna beg their parents, to take them to the theaters, and because TikTok brain exists, they're not going to notice that the story is fast paced. But I'm not surprised. Like Nintendo is always going to come out with a hit when it comes to like their beloved franchises like Kirby, Yoshi, Mario, stuff like that, because kids like to play them, families like to play them with their kids. And this doesn't surprise me. They see a moment for a cash cow and they're gonna milk it dry.
Well, it makes sense to tie things. It's called synergy in the corporate world. They want to have a synergistic effort. God, if there's one word that powers me down, it's synergy. The idea of having all your parts of your brand connect. Like, I get it, but just the synergistic effort between movies and games and all the other products and that's been the real eye opener for me over the last, I don't know, few years, is that Nintendo is the Disney of video games, right?
Fair,
and Nintendo, as much as I don't like Disney, and all the crap that they pulled in the last half decade or so, Nintendo's just as bad. Nintendo's just as bad. I mean, maybe not from a cultural perspective, but they are the giant. Right. Yeah, there's that for sure. But they are just as bad when it comes to just, whether it's protecting their IP or making giant corporate decisions that are not thought about when, thinking about their audience. So, yeah, that's been, as a lifelong Nintendo fan, that's always been a tough pill to swallow for sure. So, but yeah.
Great opportunity for Nintendo and for others if they want to try and replicate the model. Reverse engineer the whole partnership with Hollywood studios, the filmmaking process, to the point that they could bypass the system entirely. I think they're kind of sleeping on a big idea there. I mean, we've seen that bypassing that old system can be done. Films like Obsession, Iron Lung, Citizen Vigilante, like we were mentioning earlier, would have never been possible before. But stories like this, to me, I look at this in just 50,000-foot macro view. Hollywood is in a very weakened state right now. It's like a wounded animal. A few strategic blows like this, you've slayed the beast.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to another hardcore video game story. And this is a viral post over on X. This comes from the psycho and horrible father that is David Jaffe. I have no regrets for saying that at all, but David Jaffe has obviously blocked me here, so I can't really interact with him over on X. But I can talk about some of the stupid things that he has said, including this right here, talking about physical media. And you can see right here what he says.
It would explode overnight. I could do it right now. But here's the truth, the actual uncomfortable truth that very few people in this space seem to want to admit. And the truth is, phasing out physical media is not some evil, greedy, Rothschild-coded, Illuminati-stuffed anti-consumer plot to ruin your life. It really isn't. It is just the brutal...
Has anybody heard that, by the way?
That framing is ridiculous.
I agree. He's not exactly a cinematic master over here, but yes.
It's not like it wants to murder your family, and that, like, literally no one said that. There wasn't a single person who ever said these, like, crazy things he's saying.
Right. No,
Isn't this the guy that wanted to see Alyssa Mercanti, like, kind of naked or something?
Yes, this is the married man who wants to see her whatever, as
Chocolate
well as
starfish.
Yes.
All the people you want to see naked, that's who you choose.
maybe I'm just saying. Quick side note: maybe she has an opportunity up in Michigan. She should go check it out. I'm just saying. She make some quick money.
$2,000 in your hand.
That's right. Let's go and continue here.
Unavoidable financial reality of an industry trying to survive when the kind of games that made you love PlayStation in the first place, well, those games now cost $300 million plus. And I want to emphasize the plus, as that's a conservative estimate. $300 million to make games today. Now,
okay, let's go put a pin in that really fast. Okay, so that was the big thing that he threw out here. That he says, here's the uncomfortable truth. Phasing out physical media is not some easy, evil, greedy, Illuminati, anti-consumer plot. Right here, he's talking about games costing $300 million. You can see why third-party publishers are not fighting Sony on this. They're popping champagne because games cost $300 million. I think there's a very simple response to this. And Rex, I'd like to tee you up for that.
Bold of him to assume that these games have to cost over $300 million when we have examples out there in the Steam shop, example one of independent projects. I mean, you could throw out anything from Expedition 33 to some of these other kind of comfy, cozy type games that us VTubers love to play on stream. Examples abound. You don't have to spend that much money to make a really good game. And it's the same thing with Hollywood film productions. It really says something. Multi-billion-dollar projects with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and then Toho comes along with Godzilla -1, wins the Oscar, and they spent, $25 million total budget on special effects? Still not cheap, but proof that you don't have to spend a fortune on these things to make them good.
May I chime in?
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you recall, back in 2013, when Xbox One was that disastrous launch, the entire industry was trying to go digital too. And it was rumored that PlayStation wanted to do the same thing, but they saw what happened to Xbox. And so, again, that's rumor that they went, whoa. Maybe now's not the best time. I did a quick look at what the average development cost for a AAA game was back then. It's about $50 million. They were trying to do it back then, too. It wasn't $300 million. It wasn't these staggeringly high numbers at that time. And they were still trying to do it then because the whole idea, at least in my opinion, with digital is it's absolute control. You have control of the product in every single shape and way of it. You dictate exactly how your consumer gets that thing, and you can make sure that they don't necessarily own that thing. It eliminates every problem for them, including some cost of developing it into physical, etc. So this is just a bunch of horse malarkey, if you ask me. Sorry for the brutal words there.
No, just turn it down, Phoenix. Okay, just turn it.
Yeah.
Turn
This
it
is
down
a
to
family
the page.
show, mate.
You're at 11
I'll never
right now.
sleep well again.
I'm so sorry, Sini. I'm so sorry.
Well, and I think that's the thing. I've always said this. I said this countless times on the show. This idea that a game, quote unquote, has to cost $300 million, in his words, plus, is insane, right? And I'm curious, Phoenix, if you could just do a quick look, could you see how much the original God of War cost and how much Twisted Metal cost to develop? And I realize we're talking about games that are 20 and 30 years old at this point, but I'm just curious about the total cost of development for those games in particular.
According to this,
yes.
I'm sorry to step on you. You done?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. The original Twisted Metal, 1995, cost approximately $850,000 to make, while the original God of War 2005 cost an estimated $10 million.
Will you check the inflation on that? What $850,000 in 1995 would be for in let's just say 2026? I just don't think it adds up to $300 million plus. Just throwing it out there. Maybe I'm totally wrong, and maybe I'm just totally off base here, and maybe we don't need 2,000 people developing a game like we saw recently with certain games. Yes, Phoenix.
Okay. Adjusted for inflation to 2026, those budgets equal about $16.3 million and $1.8 million, respectively. Okay. That's an inflation for 2026.
So you're saying that even with inflation, those games didn't come anywhere close to $300 million.
Right. Again, just a quick recap. Twisted Metal, originally $850,000. God of War, $10 million. And then that would be $16.3 million and $1.8 million. So nowhere near 300 million.
I'm curious how. Yeah, go ahead, Sini.
I feel like if they just cut out the DEI departments, the
game would be
HR,
free.
yeah, HR and all the consultants, right? It would be a third of the cost.
Well, I think there's something to that, right? You have all these unnecessary people that work. If people were to go in, and we said this whenever Doge came in, if you were to Doge these companies and go in and just start going with a freaking chainsaw and slice out the unnecessary fat, oh my God. The cost of games, the cost of everything would go down drastically.
And let's not forget work ethic too. So like we've, the lack of a better word, feminized everything, right? So like we don't work hard anymore. It's like, well, now we need our little break where we have our yoga session and then we have to get our massage and then we can't at 5 o'clock, we all stop. We're not in this together at 5 o'clock, pencils down kind of attitude. So even the amount of time you have in development has slowed down, at least from my understanding. You name it. All of these things have, I believe, resulted in huge bloat in cost.
1,000%. 1,000%. By the way, Twisted Metal, just to have a quick glance, the initial sales over 500,000 units, generated roughly $28 million for Sony in 1996. Phoenix, just curious, could you adjust for inflation $28 million in 1996 to 2006, 30 years later? And once again, that is a phenomenal return on investment. But the point of all this is that you have, it's not just bloat of cost. How do you get that bloat of cost? You have unnecessary people working in those companies, people that these were made of, that's the other thing. How big of a team made Twisted Metal? The original one. How big of a team made the original God of War? And you even see this with games on Steam today. Games that Disguise game that we were talking about just a few days ago. It's a super viral hit. They've sold 10 million copies of it or whatever it is.
Oh, Mecha Chameleon?
Yes, Mecha Chameleon. Yeah, it came out, and guess what? That sold like 10 million units. It was made by 2 guys in 2 months.
That should tell you something. I mean,
yes.
and that really is the fundamental truth. It doesn't take that many people to make a great game. Think of the most iconic video games out there, like thinking of people like John Carmack and his team at id Software, the way they were able to create Doom off of some base model, I guess, open source version of Wolfenstein. And they did it with what? 6 people, maybe a dozen people tops? And legendary title.
Yeah, but that was back when people, and you still see this now, but you only got to see that from people who actually loved video games and wanted to create an experience for players, and they actually loved their job. They didn't see it as a cash cow. They saw it as an opportunity to bring happiness to others.
True.
By the way, that number was, so you said 28 million, correct?
Yep.
So it's basically half. It was 59,596,278.
Okay. So an $850,000 investment, and it made almost $60 million. Yeah, that's the way to go right there. We've kind of kicked around the idea of game development many times here on Side Scrollers. We've talked to a number of different people who have brought their games to us, and they said, "Hey, we'd love to work together on certain things." I got a couple emails in my inbox right now from folks asking about that. And there will be a time when we definitely do that. But for me, obviously, I would want to start with small teams. I have no interest in working with giant teams. I think you let people, people pitch you the idea, and then you get the hell out of the way. You fund that idea, you get the hell out of the way, and you let them do their thing. I think that there's so much room for that business model in the video games industry, and that would talk about changing culture. Oh my God, that's the way to do it right there. And some games will hit, some games won't, But quick side note, when it comes to the original Twisted Metal, apparently that game was worked on by 20 people. Now, how many of those 20 people worked in HR or had like no coding influence, in it? I don't know. I'm sure that's if you were to look at the credits, I'm sure the 20 people included somebody who was a HR or something like that. So I'm sure that number would be slashed down even further, because you see all these people in HR, they get credited now for working at the company. And that's how you get, what was that damn game a couple of years ago where the end credit sequence was like an hour?
That was the
crazy.
Ubisoft Assassin's Creed one.
Yeah, that's right. It was,
It was like 6 hours, or not 6 hours, but it was a long time.
Yeah.
Could you skip the credit sequence, though? Like, could you just press X to skip the
Yeah.
credits?
Yes.
Okay. Thank God.
I also did another number there, like I did an average. I asked the average AAA game studio how many employees on average, and it's going up to 500 plus core developers per project. Though massive global publishers can scale past 1,000 to 5,000 plus. So
yeah, that's insane.
Yeah,
like
if
the
that's
idea
accurate,
of-
that's nuts.
Think about, 1,000 people working on a single anything, one singular product.
And it doesn't scale right. So if you look at like take this podcast, for instance, right? This show 20 years ago would have been a staff of 20 people. You would have had all different, but with technology and a laptop or a phone, like you can get a show up and going. So it's just strange to me. Something doesn't compute here that as technology has escalated, as AI has escalated, all that stuff, as tools have become better and more efficient, that more employees are needed for it seems odd to me. I'm not saying that I'm right about this. It just seems strange. It does seem like there must be bloat.
Yeah, but Phoenix, if we don't take care of the trans people, then they have to work the streets at night, and that's dangerous.
No, I do stand corrected, Cindy. That is a very valid point. I apologize for that sincerely.
All right. Well, if we can, I think we all understand what David Jaffe's trying to say, but I think that he is so out of touch when it comes to this stuff. Well, thinking he's the smartest guy in the room, that we all understand how this goes. So.
When
All
for
right,
a corporation has the answer not been greed? Like that is, it's very easy. Greed is the correct answer. Yes. Right. You matter very little. A mom and pop store matters. The customer absolutely matters. But for a corporation, it's going to be the greed. The very simple solution is how much money can I make doing X? And then how many number of people will we lose? Okay, but we make this, so fuck those people. That's pretty simple math.
Yeah, because it's not about the hobbyist or person who likes video games. It's about the bottom line.
Always has, always will be. Yeah, 100%. All right, we have a lot of support, guys. Thank you very much. We're going to read some supers here in a second. We are 9 supers away from hitting our Montez goal today. Thank you guys very much. We have this from... We have Young Stove. He just says Splatterhouse remake featuring Blabs as the protagonist. Blabs going around. You want to beat up some aliens and zombies with a baseball bat?
Yeah, I don't particularly like them, so I'm down.
Okay, you're not a big fan of aliens and/or zombies?
No.
Connor
Blabs,
says,
we didn't say
Philip
black
Montez.
people. Calm down. You'll have a chance to play that.
This is true. Thank you.
Connor, thank you very much for the says Philip from Montez, the super chat I wanted to send got blocked by YouTube. Yikes. Also. Morph says, if they make a physical copy, they have to make it work enough to not be sued for defective products. They want to sell you the beta and walk away at their discretion. There you go.
Well, there's also I watched this video. I don't remember where. It might have been Leaflet, where somebody was talking about how if they make physical copies of games, they only get, I think, what was it, like 40 to 50% of the profit. But like if they sell it digitally, they get 70%.
Correct. Yeah, that's a big part of it. The cost of production. You got to pay the middleman. In that case, it's the game shops. They got to make their cut. So yes, the digital aspect of things does absolutely make way more money. Droxus came in with 10. Says, it may be slightly blasphemous, but I promise you, if you made a blessed art the geek for they shall inherit the earth shirt, I would absolutely buy that.
Same.
Thank you, Droxus.
Get on that.
All right, we'll get to. Droxus also says, hold on, you're telling me the same feds that psyoped the modern art slop in the '60s also may have been funding the brain damage poetry to a beat that is a rap? Weird. Thank you, Draxus. No,
Rap
I'm not
has
saying that. I'm
a
just saying.
beat?
It's just odd. That's all. Marmalin says the left. Sex work is real work. Also the left. Trainees in Nepal have to go into sex work. How horrible. Which is it, Fuck Stains? Thank you for that, Marmalin. We have ex-army Pow says the problem with Eastern Islam is that religion is the government. They move west and they don't want to change because our government goes against their religion. Thank you for that. All right, and we will get to the rest of those. Actually, Marmalin came into senses. Something to note on what Elon is saying: nowhere in history has the Islamic faith been fully been adopted in any society without brutalizing the citizens and eventually war. It has no peaceful option. Nathan for $4.99 says that this woman would have a different opinion. If she spent her time making money instead of talking about other people's. Yes, thank you, Nathan. All right, we'll get to the rest of your supers here in just a second. Closing in on our Montez goal. Very excited for that. Celebrate with a big old Friday. Not final solution, but whatever. Ultimate solution. Yes. All right, Blabs, it's your turn. Blabs, you doing okay today?
Yeah, why?
Oh, I don't know. Just kind of hanging out over there. Just kind of doing your little thing.
Lots of supers.
I was talking to my mom yesterday.
Uh-huh.
I was talking to my mom, and she goes, sometimes I look at Blabs and I just wonder what she's doing because she doesn't really talk much during the show.
That's because I'm too busy working behind the scenes, my guy.
And that's what I said.
Busy
That's
lady.
exactly what I said. I said Blabs is incredibly busy woman, and she said, "Oh, I know." And then my mom said, "You need to take her off the show." No, I'm just kidding.
That's fair. I'd take me off too, to be fair.
No, I'm just kidding. Hey, Blabs, it's your turn. Here we go.
Today in gaming history with Vlad.
Yeah, do it. Step on me, mommy.
Not to my mom. Why would you say that, Blabs? That's ridiculous. Unbelievable.
Sorry. All right, so I'm hoping this works when I pull it up because I've not been able to hear any assets that I played today. Yes, it works. I can see it. Okay, good. So July 24th, everybody, and Ninja Combat was released back in 1990. This one's for Phoenix. Tokyo Extreme Racer released back in Japan in 2003. And then Wu Chang, Fallen Feathers, is 1 year old today, releasing back in 2025. Ta-da!
Okay, all right. So let's check out some notable games that you missed today, because there's at least one here, Blabs.
No,
I'm positive. Here on
This
July 24th.
had to be a bad month or week, Dave.
Well, yeah, it's slow time right now.
Yeah.
You know, not many big hits happening in July. Did she mention? No, she did not. She did not mention Monster Rancher for the PlayStation right here, 29 years ago.
It's fine.
Okay. Guitar Hero Encore, that's the 80s version for the PlayStation 2. By the way, I do see a day very soon that Guitar Hero and or Rock Band get revitalized. I think it's about time. I know it's crazy, but I
Every time you say Guitar Hero, I think of that furry playing the Guitar Hero in the arcade.
Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about, Blabs.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying.
It's weird that your brain goes to furries so quickly.
Yeah.
Samurai Shodown Anthology was released for the Wii and PlayStation 2, compilation disc 18 years ago. Wario Land Shake It. I loved this game. Phoenix, I bet you like this one too.
I have it. I have not played it in as the kids say, a hot minute, so I don't really remember it that much.
The thing that I loved about this game was the art style. Like, this is a great art style in it, and I thought this was so fun to play. Let me pull it up just real fast, because I think it's important to give you a little context.
By the way, I'm an asshole. I actually just played this, I think, 6 months ago. Yes, I remember enjoying it. Now I remembered, yeah.
This is like that hand-drawn art style that will...
Yes,
like, this is,
yes.
This game's at 480p, and it still looks beautiful.
You missed that, Blabs? You're fired.
Oh, boy.
Thank you. Appreciate that, Rex.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, check
That
that
was the most posh way of firing me. I like that. Thank you.
You're being sacked, Blabs.
Also, Mega Man X Legacy Collection and 1 and 2 were released 8 years ago. They just blew all their load in a single day.
You know what the bag of dicks of those games, at least on the Switch, were? Like, you'd buy the physical, but the second collection, you had to get digital.
Really?
Yeah. So like, let's say you got the Legacy Collection 1 and 2. The cartridge would have 1 on it, but 2 had to be downloaded, so you never got the full game.
Okay.
How odd.
By the way, going back to the Wario Land Shake It gameplay. Sorry, I needed to go back. This is important. I noticed this video was uploaded 1 year ago, and it has 57,000 views. Like, that's the demand for Wario Land Shake It. People want more Wario Land Shake It, Nintendo. All right, we got a great opportunity on our hands, and look at that. That's so much fun. It's ridiculous. Just a fun little puzzle platformer.
That looks really cool, honestly.
Yeah.
It was and is. It's so good. You can shake everything. Rah! Sorry. All right. With the Persistence for PlayStation 4. We also have Killing Floor 3 1 year ago. And Blabs, I know you're really excited for this game releasing today.
Yeah, true. It's on my wish list. Caught me in 4K.
Like, is that what you call your Friday and Saturday? Lust and agony?
Yeah.
Your Friday night and your Saturday morning?
Yeah. And then Sunday's called regret.
The ritual of despair? Is that your
well,
Sunday?
Then, Vegas is going to be perfect for you, Blabs.
What are the chances that that just after a couple days in Vegas, Blabs ends up just like on the corner as a member of the prostitute squad?
I hope not.
She just totally just bottoms out.
Starts, you just see me just smoking a chain cigarette or something, you know, just here we go.
Waiting outside for your meeting of Gamblers Anonymous.
All of a sudden, we see those guys on the corner who are doing the cards. They're flipping cards, trying to get you to look at the prostitutes, and Blabs' face is on it. It's like, whoa, oh my god!
Your brain is weird, Craig.
Blabs, you've never been to Vegas. You don't know. Like when you
Still,
go down.
your brain is weird.
No,
you just mentioned furries playing Guitar Hero, though.
Yeah, because that's I've never really played Guitar Hero, right? So the one experience I have of Guitar Hero was at the arcade, and this furry kept playing it, and I remember Phoenix wanting to play. That's why I remember it. Because he's like, goddamn furry won't let me play.
What an odd night out.
Sini, thank you for that. Thank you for calling her on her nonsense. Ridiculous. Quick reminder, we did announce Sin City yesterday. It's our big event, Side School Split. Sin City, you can see everybody who's going to be there on screen. Hey, let me just say this right now. You probably won't have many opportunities to meet Arch and Jake in person, specifically in the same place. But you got to remember, they live on the other side of the world. So this could be a great opportunity. Once again, tickets go on sale on not this Monday, but the following Monday. But they are on sale early for Side Scrollers Plus members on Friday next week. So 7 days from now, just giving you a heads up. And maybe you'll see Blabs just totally bottom out while we're there, which will be great. I'm just waiting for that day. We it's time to go live. And everyone's like, where's Blabs? And she kicks open the door. She's like, what do you want?
Suckers.
She's working at Olive Garden to support her new nicotine habit. It's just
you can't
it's gone
afford
downhill.
me anymore.
Oh my God. She's like, do you know how much money I can get to suck dick? No. Make way more money than with you. Yeah. All right, we got some great support, and we're going to read it off. Starting with Lord of the Reef for 10 says, I guess YouTube deleted my super chat, so I'll send it here. Free Shiloh Hendricks are okay. Free speech doesn't end at words we don't like. I've only followed that story from afar. I know Kirsha brought it up, but I guess she said... I don't know. We haven't really followed that story. I think we briefly touched on it on the show, but it does not seem right that she would see any charges. I think it's a very slippery slope based off. She
did, yeah. 200 hours of community service and like a $1,000 or $2,000 fine or something like that. It's ridiculous. It's I don't know. Hopefully she appeals it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like Kirsha said, what did you guys expect from people who fucking didn't know what boisterous was?
Yup.
That's sad. That is genuinely, we're cooked. I'm sorry.
Not a Doctor says, have you guys seen the new parts of the Halo campaign? Karen just talking down to Master Chief. I'm sorry, what? They added to the campaign? No, I have not seen this. Thank you for that, Not a Doctor. Is that real? Hyena First says, did you hear that Sully Sullivan has Alzheimer's? No. Who's Sully Sullivan? Should I know who that is? Well, that sucks. Alzheimer's is the worst way to die, man.
The big Freddy guy from Monsters, Inc.?
That's what I thought.
That's what I was thinking.
That'd be very weird if the monster from Monsters Inc.
Pixar's like,
had
and
Alzheimer's.
Sully has Alzheimer's. The end.
Monsters Inc. The elder years.
He's an American radio and television personality.
Oh, are they? They're not talking about Sully the pilot, right?
It says lead singer and guitarist for the Sully
okay.
band.
I mean, it's not funny to think about Alzheimer's at all, but I do think that it is funny, the idea of somebody in Pixar pitching a new Monsters Inc. movie and being like, so here's the thing.
Golden Girl style.
And they go through this entire elaborate story. She's like, and Mike's going to go on this crazy fire thing, and then Sully's going to go over and he's going to be climbing a ladder, and then Boo's going to come out, and then the kicker of it all, Sully has Alzheimer's, right? And it's like,
oh my
gosh. It's like, this round of applause in the boardroom. Yeah.
It's just mad enough to work.
So does that mean he would eat kids?
Oh.
If Sully had Alzheimer's?
Anyway, pivot.
Wow, it's really dark. Oh my God. Probable Cause says, speaking of raptors, I found a dinosaur book that I think Blabs would like. It's called Triceratops and Bottoms.
I already have it.
Oh, wow.
Joke's on you.
Book of Grudges says, a friendly reminder that you can still be attacked by a raptor today. As long as you're talking about carnivorous birds, your dream can still come true, Sini.
Wow, thanks,
terrifying.
Buck.
By the way, I would just like to point out that when we started this show, at no point would a Blabs ever said, I already have that book. The corruption that
I'm just over it at this point. I'm like, yeah, I have it. I'll just go play along.
Yeah, not play along. Okay. Speedy K came in with it. Says Craig's stuttering has infected Twitter. Yeah, sorry about that. Elon would rather have a burger and fries, and elites want caviar and luxury butter. The UK elites are no different than the ones in Canada and Australia. Thanks, Soul Silver. Free Shiloh. Thank you, Lord of the Ree. We have Reese says, one could say Bill Clinton was a stain on the DNC.
Hey-o.
Jackal of Terra Enigma says, welcome is just a man. Thank you very much.
That's a member message.
Yep. Nova Fan says, whenever I hear about the lefty commie so-called victims of Trump's second term, I remind myself that what they say about their political opponents, and then suddenly my life improves. Thank you, Nova Fan. McLeod says, dude's taxes as well as mine were funding all this nonsense. Having an influence where all this is being spent is normal. Thank you, McLeod. I agree. I didn't think it was going to Nepal, of all things, for that. Paul says, USAID goes under, rap fades into the shadow. Companies have to suddenly be profitable to survive, and traditional value content return. A coincidence? Right. Chibi says, in my country, USAID was funding left-wingers and suspected to influence in the presidential elections with projects like production of an LGBT comic right there. That's way too many letters for me. Bike Shorts says, AI Arch is like me, for real. I know, Bike Shorts. Get extra binoculars. Video Gamer says, speaking of Plus, I made a post yesterday about Trigger Witch, an awesome game where you play as a witch with guns and defend your country from commie invaders. Yes, really. Which what's great is that it teaches good values about preaching, and it's super fun to play as well. Well, that's the most important thing, right? Is that you enjoy playing the game. By the way, 7 supers away from our goal. Alpha Chad came in and says, hi guys, City, I sent you something very funny to have Blabs read.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Okay. We'll see if we can pull that up. Redbeard says, speaking of raptors, there's a book called Space Raptor Butt Invasion. Look it up. Blabs, you got that one as well?
I just wish listed it. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. That's good. Yeesh says, reminder, Nintendo was actively supported by the Yakuza over the years. This is true. Duke Poopum says, wait until Michigan gets a load of my butthole. Butthole of steel. Montez, thank you, Duke Poopum. Wes says, Blabs aren't allowed to eat meat on Friday. That's why that guy's doing it. How do you not know that?
He's
as
saying
an
Catholics.
Italian?
Well, aren't you the same guy who suggested we all go to China for an event?
Yeah, West.
I'm sorry, are we all that smart?
No, that yes, there is some truth to the idea. Eastern Orthodox Christianity eats vegan on Fridays. Apparently, Sini, thank you for digging that up. Jarl Doom says, "I'm so tired of it. They always do this, misrepresent the argument, and tell you that quote your movement has failed. Seriously, f off." Thank you, Jarl Doom. We are all tired of it. Ickly Wan says, "Jimothy looks like someone put a curse on a rotten pumpkin, and now he's forced to wander the earth searching for Curly's gold."
Rotten pumpkin.
Nathan says, "I vaguely remember a video of a tour of EA Studios that showed a man riding a scooter down a hallway and a billiards table in the break room." Listen, you guys have, like, you truly don't understand the amount of perks. If you've ever been to a video game studio, especially something like AAA, it's like going to a country club. It is insane. I always go back to, I remember going to Twitch, right? And I know that Twitch isn't a video game development, but I remember the giant red flag for me outside of Twitch being in downtown San Francisco was that they had a room dedicated for massages. They had a massage room that you could go in and you have a massage at any time. They just had a masseuse on call at all time. What? That talk about lap of luxury right there.
No kidding.
Rory says, "Yeah, it's stupid." At Fake Portal, there are lots made by small teams. Yes, oh for sure, for sure. Mitchell says, "Since the problem is the disc itself, is speed and storage, would physical collectors be okay with paying an extra $40 for the M2 to store the game on?" No. Well, how about you can leave it up to them to, make that decision.
Yeah.
Godzilla Greaser says, "Shin Godzilla's 10th anniversary is tomorrow. I know we can count on you for all Godzilla
Feels
news."
like yesterday.
Greaser. Lord of the Reef for 10 says, "Craig, it's just a word. Aryan still exists today." I know, but here's the thing. Things that I can't say on YouTube, right? I can't really quite say things on YouTube without getting flagged because, yes, it is just a word, but it's words that we're already on thin ice with YouTube for Blabs' potty mouth. And when you guys say things in Super Chats, I
regret
I'm
nothing.
accountable for them. So,
Hide your power levels, chat.
Yes. They aren't exclusively, see, I can't even say that because commies killed exponentially more people than Hitler. Wish I could go to Vegas and meet y'all and Jake. Thank you, Lord of the Reef. Appreciate that. Obviously. We have Yushash says, "I remember when games would have the devs stand in to do voice acting or offering their faces for characters. Now celebrities are being hired to blow up the biggest budget." Yeah, whoa, for sure. The Commodore fan says, "Mahong, y'all, Blabs, I think you might like Monster Rancher. You have to put in your own music CDs in your PS1 to generate new monster combinations. It was fairly unique for its time, a minor hit."
Oh, that sounds neat.
Thanks.
City's over here thinking about it. She's like, "Ooh, new monsters. All right."
She's like, but they're raptors.
Saint says, "Remember the real ultimate solution was the Renegade." Thank you, Saint. By the way, 6 supers away from our goal. As Mitchell came in, says, "The PS5 can store only 100 gigabytes triple layer. We need to invent a larger storage technology. In 2 to 6 years, we're going to see games over 200 gigabytes. 1,000.
There is actual technology for 1 terabyte.
I
The
don't
disc
know.
would be super cheap.
If they're charging you such a ridiculous amount of being over $1,000, then they should be able to accommodate.
Well, we have wonderful AI, which is driving up the cost of everything. That's the thing that we're going to continuously hear over and over and over again. So, oh wow, sorry, I'm just looking at my X feed real quick, and I see Insanity. I can't do it. I'm not even going to do it, but I'm going to talk about it just for a second. I'm sorry. This is insane. I am so tired of this nonsense.
It's another day that ends in Y on X.
Yep. This guy Tallarico over here. Oh my God. Just as a Texan, it's just crazy. You know what I'd rather look at?
What a loathsome little man.
I'd rather look at Wario Land Shake It. Let's go. Right. All right, here we go.
I'm sorry, but if you support reparations, then you should pay for it. Not all of us support that.
Yeah, let's see him take it out of his own pocket.
Mm-hmm.
That will never happen. Never. Mitchell came in with 2, says, Tech 1T, quote, on a disc. Thank you, Mitchell. All right, guys, I think that's a great place to wrap up. We're just, fell just short of our Montez goal today, but it was a big, big goal. So, but hey, that's awesome.
Technically speaking, we did hit it. It was just not a YouTube go.
Yeah, that's true. So should we play it out? Should we let it go?
I think the chat deserves it. It's Friday.
The chat always deserves it. You know what? Yeah. Let's do it. Where are we? There it is.
Bitch!
Stupid old man. You don't get to rush this.
You're alive! And all of the zombies are defeated! And I'm not gay anymore!
Montez saved us all, kiddo!
Video games won't be lame anymore!
And I like girls now! I love girls!
My tits are huge again!
Maybe we're the racists!
Barbs are for fucktards.
Sorry, I got a little excited there. My fault. I just felt like it was really important to keep watching. I'm just going to hang out. Maybe that's what I'll do this afternoon. I'll just stream Street. I don't even want to play it. I just want to watch this guy play Warrior Land Shake It. All right. That is a great place. Oh, hold on. Oh, look at this. Summer Days came in with $4.99. Says, really appreciate all you do. Great show, guys. A real prideful experience. Thank you.
Fuck you, Eric.
Wow, okay. And Big Lineman says, Craig single-handedly reviving Wario games. It needs to be done. Needs to be done, for sure. All right, guys. Thank you very much for your support today. Genuinely appreciate it. While we have an opportunity, though, Rex, Sini, I understand y'all have a project that you're working on together.
Yes, indeed. It's a audiobook for which we are both voicing by a chap named Darwin Geddison. And it's called My Girlfriend Faye. Those of you who are fans of 90s, 2000s anime, like Oh My Goddess, for example, you'll get a kick out of this. It's a lot of fun. Great short story. It's been really fun to work with Sini. That should be available on Darwin's Substack. I have it here, darwinageddison.substack.com. He's also got a YouTube channel. Darwin A. Geddison is the handle on YouTube. I've narrated a few audiobooks for him solo. Absolutely fantastic writer, very much needed, refreshing content, and been an honor to work with both Sini and Darwin on that.
Links are in the description below for that.
Hell yes. And Sini?
Are you on the book?
On whatever you want to talk about.
Well, don't forget Lord Rexworth also has a YouTube channel.
Yes. Lord Rexworth VT.
I don't believe it.
Rexworth VT clips. You can find all links on my website, lordrexworth.com.
Wow, that's a nice domain right there. I like it. All right, Sini, what do you got?
Let's see. First of all, I would not pay reparations to Summer Days, just letting you know. I have a secret stream potentially happening on for Power World on Sunday. I've been playing it all week. It's been a really great time. It will only be on Twitch, but you guys can find me on YouTube, Rumble, Kick, and yeah, I think that's at Twitch.
What does a secret stream mean, Sini?
It's kind of like it may or may not happen. It's a secret between you and I because I don't even know if it'll be a thing yet.
Okay. So a non-scheduled potential secret stream.
Yeah, I meant to say gorilla, but I couldn't think of it. My brain was like secret works.
I know you had your brain on raptors today, and I understand.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was rough. By the way, Idiot Writer came in with 2 just now. It says, sorry I'm late. Hey, Sini. I hope all is well.
Hello.
For some reason, this wasn't working. I need to see this one more time. Where is the Sini Raptor thing? Is this it? Okay, I have not seen this play all the way through. Oh, wow. Okay, this is my first time actually seeing
Surprise, mom fucker.
Wow, that's wonderful. All right. That's great. All right, time to get out of here, guys. Thank you very much for your wonderful support today and all week. It is time to get outside, touch some grass, and enjoy the weekend. We'll be back at 11 a.m. Central Time on Monday when we are joined by...
Mitsu and Melee K.
Ooh, that should be a wonderful show. Nice. They're always a wonderful wonderful group. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Go check out everyone's channel. Links are in the description. And we look forward to seeing you guys. Don't forget, tickets go on sale next Friday for Side Scrollers Presents Sin City. That'll be exclusively for Side Scrollers Plus members. And then on the following Monday for everybody else right there. Oh, look at that. Book of Grudges came in. Oh, yeah, I guess we are one super away from the final goal here. How nice is that? Thank you so much, Book of Grudges. You are not in my Book of Grudges for that. Let's see if we can get that last one in before we say goodbye and Phoenix farts.
There's another one. Book of
There it
Grudges.
is.
There
Yes.
it is.
There we go. Let's go at the last second. Thank you so much, Book of Grudges. We got the full 50 over on YouTube. How spectacular is that? Thank you.
We
guys for your
finished
generosity.
strong on this Friday.
Oh, there's another one just popped in. And
Mitchell says, I'm not saying Steam is the modern Jesus Christ, but only through me may your games not perish, but have eternal life. Okay, Mitchell, that's a nice little reach there, and I appreciate that. All right. All right, we'll see you guys on Monday. We're joined by the wonderful pair of Mitsu and Kay. We'll see you guys then. But until then, remember that people are going to try to keep you down. Do not let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. Have a great weekend. See you later. Bye-bye.
Fatality.
Peace.
Oh.